It started.
Why even count then?
Tradition.
All
So we
right.
have some warning. It doesn't need to be a perfect amount of warning. It's just a, hey, something's going to happen.
Hey everybody, we're streaming. It's time for Dungeons and Dragons. Today is going to be mostly social session, but Jeff convinced me to have a fight, so there's going to be a fight too.
Nice.
Don't listen to Jeff. You don't have to listen to anybody. You're the GM.
That's right. I'm the boss of y'all. I'm Jenner. I'm the GM.
Eventually,
Sorry, go on.
eventually I'll be able to make sure everything's working on stream. But God, this is a long ad from Twitch.
Oh god, the ads are getting longer, and I
Twitch
don't
is
like
losing
it.
its fucking mind about football, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Football. Ready to play some football.
I hope everybody
I feel
spends.
extremely shamed right now.
Well, I have anything against football, as a concept. It's just I don't like the full-minute unskippable ad about, hey, we have football now. That's why you're here at Twitch, right? For football?
For
Yeah,
some
we
reason, I
love.
don't get those ads.
I get ads for like Fortnite and shit.
Maybe it's a punishment for having ad block on, because I have ad block on, and
Oh.
yet here we are.
Oh
I
dear.
have ad block on, and I don't get any ads on Twitch.
All right, so
I usually don't have it on for Twitch because I want to
Oi!
legitimately support people. Anyways, we have a game.
Hi. So you're walking. You're all walking back from the monastery, and Aram bought a bunch of fair food, like that Loka was linking last night. All in that category, and he's like munching on it and sharing it with Pelagia and anybody else who will take it.
No.
No.
Yes.
Excellent. He gives you.
Everyone breaks his arm.
No.
Wait, whose arm?
Aaron's.
No!
Don't break.
I would
her-
definitely try to stop. That. I'm sorry.
Don't break Pelagia's boyfriend's arm. Anyway, you
Not
get.
really. He says, I will break your goddamn arm if you look at me with that.
I will break you. You get back to your usual digs of the flaming manticore, and Aram's like, okay, so we all have a fancy whatever going to have this missive from Bard Conference that says that I can't go in my usual attire. I gotta dress up. You guys probably have to dress up too. You can't just go normal. So I was gonna take you guys out to get dressed up. I was gonna get you into the noble quarter because I can get into the noble quarter because I've been invited to this fancy party, so we can go get fancy noble clothes.
I'll probably just go home and pick a dress, honestly.
Okay, but does anybody actually want to slip in and check out the noble digs?
Well, I at the moment only have my normal attire, so that may be a good idea.
I'm just gonna wear the things that I wear for my conference presentations.
Bree, do you want to come?
Yeah, I could use some. I mean, all my clothes are kind of peasant clothes, so like.
Lennox, are you sure you don't want to come because you can steal stuff?
Why would I do that? I'm not a thief. What impression do you have of me, Aram?
Vico told me you were a thief.
Nicold has gotten the entirely wrong impression then.
I see the problem here. I see the problem here. You've misunderstood the difference between the words thief and burglar.
Oh, well, I doubt he's a burglar. I mean, he's
He's
a
a thief.
No.
He's the one that
It's
steals
the other way
anything.
around. The burglar is the profession.
Ah. I have to study more. I'm getting B's and A's though. I showed you my report card. I'm doing really good. So.
Oh man, I'm failing my class.
Lennox is just gonna go home and put on his tweed jacket.
Okay,
and
excellent,
tie.
excellent.
The
Aram,
elbows have patches on them.
the guards are numerous in the noble quarter. Aram gets you in because he has a signet ring that was given to him by a noble family, and they're just looking at you skeptically as Aram gets you. Even Aram, because he's not dressed like a noble, he definitely doesn't belong here. He gets into the noble's quarter, and it's fancy and bricked, and it actually has like not poop on the streets. You know, it's nice. It smells nice up here, and it's a little overwhelming. There's just this big brick buildings everywhere, and courtesans and courtiers walking the streets, but they're, nice. Not that the ones in the slums aren't nice, but yeah. Oh yeah, he forgot to ask Amnon if Amnon wanted to come to the nobles' quarter.
I guess I need a new outfit. My pog doesn't reflect it, but mine is supposed to be tattered and terrible.
Yeah, so Aram takes a minute to look through or to ask directions, and the guards just ignore him, and he gets increasingly fretful as his whole plans start to unravel before his very eyes.
Especially in front of his girlfriend.
I know, he's trying to look really impressive in front of his girlfriend, and Alex just disappeared. Alex, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're not in the game, so you might want to get in the game.
Am I not? I was earlier.
I don't see you down there.
No longer.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Anyway.
Okay, you asked me to look for what that would look like, what she finds, and so I was deep into a Google search and did not notice that apparently Roll20 just decided to not work anymore in my other tab.
Good job, Roll20. So eventually, one of the ladies walking the streets takes pity on him, and takes him to one of the like places where it's like the lower class nobles would shop at.
Consignment store.
Like a Simon store, or Nordstrom's rack.
See, that's going to work for me, because I feel like it would make a little more sense for a cleric to be not the most fashionable.
So Aram's like, okay, Amnon, I'll help you out because I don't want to peep on Pelagia. I'll help you find some clothes. And then when Pelagia, you can show me your clothes when you're done getting your clothes on, and I would like to see you in pretty clothes. And he smiles, and then he runs off because he's really good at talking to ladies.
He is the best. I am utterly charmed. I'm not even sure if I'm joking anymore, because part of me goes, oh.
He just wore you down so much.
So they go looking through tuxedos and like stuff like that, and eventually they find they don't find anything, but then they wander off to like
A costume shop.
Yeah, costume shop, and you just fall in love with this horrible suit.
It's Tearaway.
Yeah, I'm going to try and describe it before I just say where it's from. It is a black undershirt with a collar that has instead of a button, it has a buckle, and the buckle has a hand stop on it. Then it has a light purple vest with zeros and pluses alternating in vertical columns. Then what appears to be like white sweatpants with two belts.
I can't believe this. Kid.
Nobody needs that many belts, says Aram, like face palming.
Amnon threatens to put on a third belt.
Where would it go?
And then more a character walks by.
Thumbs up.
And then a white jacket that goes down to my feet. And then a hat that seems to merge with my hair. It has the same band on it. And it is Jotaro's outfit in part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes.
And I just noticed the two belts now.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear an ominous rumbling of muda, 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 muda.
You just hear the ominous sound effect. It's like,
Menacing.
all right, who's going to describe their outfit next?
All right, so
I'll go because mine's easy.
Yeah, Bree.
All right, Bree will be wearing a Regency era suit.
Like
that
a
you might see
Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Because today she'll be presenting as someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Does that include the tight pants?
Yes, and of course it does.
Okay.
Lennox is wearing tweed. He already talked about it, so he's dressed up as like the Ninth Doctor
It's like
whatever.
every college professor over the age of 50.
All right, Marigold, what are you wearing?
Back at home, Marigold flips through a bunch of dresses, all of which aren't inspired by Fire Emblem.
But only some of which.
Look, my character is more creative than I am. Just deal with that. Anyway, and basically, if you want an idea of what it looks like, just look up Glacia from Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Just that, but like in a warm color.
Mm. All right, and then Aram sits in the waiting room and waits impatiently. Well, tries to wait patiently, but gets really squirmy and nervous while waiting for Pelagia to come out with the dress that she's decided.
I come out looking like Pelagia, but wearing the clothes I picked out.
We have too many shapeshifters in this party.
You have 2 shapeshifters. One of them can only.
We have one shapeshifter.
No.
I don't do it actively.
Yeah, Marigold. It doesn't do it actively. Marigold can only be an elf.
It's an alter self spell, just not one I can technically use. I've got a catalyst for it.
Yeah. Aram claps his hands together and says, "Yes, it's very nice. I like it. I got a corsage for you." And he stands up to pin the corsage on your thing, and then real Pelagia steps out. He's in the middle of putting corsage on you. It's so awkward.
I'm seeing double 4 Pelagias.
Pelagia squints and gets real close and examines and the scars are wrong. The scars could be better, but good effort.
Oh, yeah, it's mirrored. I undo it.
She totally unfazed, finds it mildly amusing.
I have to keep practice.
Aram pins the corsage on you and says, "You look beautiful," and he smiles at you.
Does he think we're going to a prom?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
He's treating it like prom.
He has no
not
other
sorry.
frame of reference.
I have actually, for the record, because you probably won't be able to see this, I've stuck between 2 of these for 2 reasons. First, because I have 0 aesthetics, and 2, because most of the pictures that exist of tieflings on the internet are not super clothed.
Imagine that.
Culture as a whole is very hostile to clothes.
I mean, honestly, it's really good for everyone that they're playing a bunch of tieflings in the latest Critical Role campaign because there's so much fan art.
I'm not saying that maybe we are the most clothed tiefling of all time, but we're definitely in the top, I don't know, 20 or so.
Got 12 petticoats.
I mean, I'm wearing an undershirt, a vest, and a coat.
So
It's
More layers than any tiefling has ever worn up to this point.
She would show him 2, one of which is blue and white, and more of kind of a simple, wide, flowy one. Very simple, but kind of looks nice. And the other one is just the gaudiest black and red monstrosity ever. It's massive. It just goes everywhere. It is like a fortress, which is exactly how she describes it as soon as she comes out of the waiting room. She's like, "I feel so fortified."
But thumbs out, guns out.
In the process of coming out of the waiting room, you knock 3 people over.
Just completely oblivious, she begins discussing in public where all the places in this thing she could hide weapons. Just delighted. I could definitely fit at least one of my Warhammer from back home, right here.
Ain't nothing touching these legs.
Yes, this will be very, very good. I think she settles on the one that's blue and white, though. That's
Okay,
kind of simple and wide.
he's like, whatever one you think will make you happiest is the one that I want you in. I like the red one a lot because I have no sense of taste. But
That first one's a good ass outfit, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, by the way, that this is from Critical Role because there's a lot of artwork of this character.
Speaking of, as somebody who had to look up tiefling pictures, I can relate to there being none that have clothes. I was like, please, help.
For our dogs, did Alice and I find the only clothed tieflings?
I had to scroll
Yeah,
down
I'm
to
pretty sure that I found the only good tiefling cleric picture on the entire internet.
I had to scroll down 20 pages before I found tieflings with clothes. It must be a culture thing. Alright, so Aram gives Pelagia...
Well, it's really hot in...
I didn't know the male gaze was a culture now.
Jeez. Aram gives Pelagia a quick hug and
Aww.
smiles at her and says, "I'll see you I'll see you tomorrow night. And yeah, he smiles at you and he scuttles off. I have to go pick my clothes. Yeah.
As soon as he's gone, to whoever is closest, I think she's gonna like kind of sort of look at them and be like, I'm starting to wonder if maybe he likes me.
I don't know. I mean, he's very nice.
I don't know. It's very strange here on this side of the ocean.
On your side of the ocean, you just fuck. It's fine.
I mean, more or less.
So you head into where Vicolg is waiting, and she informs you that you have an audience with Amnon's father, who wants to congratulate you on your heroics before the party tonight. So you have to go in. Excuse me for a second. There's an annoying beeping, and I need to take care of it.
All right, time to prepare the glue we're going to need for Amnon to make sure he doesn't try to murder his father immediately.
I'm assuming his father doesn't know that Amnon is in our group.
Yeah, we discussed that with Jenner, and nope.
Not yet.
Sashiel's just going to look at me and go, well, shit.
I feel like he wouldn't recognize you immediately. It's probably not gonna be until he looks at your name. Ah, good job, Mr.
No, because as soon as he even looks at me, I'm going to scream, fuck you, Dad!
Oh, okay. I don't know what it is. My alarm is unsecured, but I checked everything and it doesn't look like anybody is.
Didn't mean to click that.
Oh my god, I hate when that happens. The only way to fix it is just to break it.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna let it make its annoying noises. All right. So that evening, you have to head to Eric Manor, and during this time, Bree, is when you're walking through the thing and you find your secret identity. So I already changed the fog for you.
I pretty much I look at all the paintings on the wall, and whoever is just like the most dashing.
There are many Amnons.
Just don't use my first name today.
Mhm.
You have a last name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. My sister didn't tell you that?
Last names are also a strange thing.
Are we like wearing name tags?
No, but as you walk through, the random tieflings from your family look at you and squint, and then look past you and stop paying attention to you, and everybody just kind of ignores you, Amnon. They just pretend like you don't exist.
I shall return the favor.
They're all happy to see Marigold and Pelagia and Lennox and Bree. They're all like, welcome, welcome, but they don't talk to you at all, Amnon. They just pretend like you're garbage.
Just so you know, at some point, Pelagia has asked Amnon why his father is not called Eirik, because she was under the impression that last names work like Mick so-and-so, like so-and-so, and she's literally never actually asked if that's true or not. She's just assumed it for a couple of years now.
It's a family name. You
Oh,
share with
what?
just your family. Yeah, your family.
You
Barbarous.
around here, you inherit one of your names from your parents.
She's just horrified because how would you know who your sire is? She's just deeply offended.
As you head into the VIP lounge. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything to say there.
Okay. As you head into the VIP lounge, you find a teenage tiefling just kind of fooling around in the VIP lounge. She's like jumping on the couches and like throwing pillows around and just generally being a menace. She looks up at you, smiles, and actually looks at Amnon and grins at him. and then does the finger on the nose thing where she makes like the piggy face and sticks out her tongue, and then runs off.
Cute kid.
Yeah.
She could have damaged this couch more, though.
Yeah.
Is that a sibling of yours?
Maybe.
More.
Been thrown out since I was 6.
I will pay
I have
closer
no
attention
idea.
and see if there is any family resemblance.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a family. She looks like she's too blue. You get closer, more tieflings ignore you. Some just turn their nose up at you and like walk away, like just avoid you. This is Amnon, you, by the way. It just nobody's happy you're here.
Wow, that's awkward.
What a coincidence. I am also not happy I'm here.
You didn't have to come.
Yes, he did.
No.
So
I had
finally,
to come.
you get to the all the tieflings that I could find that have clothes.
If there's a noble party, they could just be weird like that.
Maybe it's a sign of like your place in society.
God, somebody
The
have
less
knives.
clothes you wear, the more high in society you are.
You're
Yeah.
high in society if you have the titty.
The titty.
Apparently, this is how you can tell that Pelagia is the lowest of the rung.
No, cleric is different. Clerics have their own set of rules for formal fashion.
Ah, that's true. I'm down with that.
So, Satial Arake greets you all, well, not all of you, 4 of you warmly.
Technically, she should be asking, like, hey, where's Vickle? Because I gave him the invitations.
Her, Vickle's the
Or her,
lady.
that's right.
Satial's
Also,
like,
Sachiel's my dad.
yeah, Satial,
You managed to transpose the pronouns in that sentence.
yeah.
Look, I've been drinking.
Sachiel smiles and crosses his fingers together, leans forward in his throne, and is like, so.
Covering his mouth to save on animation.
Mhm. He's like, so you are the great adventurers who rescued, who got rid of those vines, rescued the priests, and stopped the cult.
Did we ever come up with like a party name?
No, you never did.
We don't
Yeah.
We're bad at that.
We will never have names, ever.
Just-
I formally on air proposed the Tiefling Liberation Front. TILF for short.
Seconded.
I mean, now that we know about the fan art of just tieflings in general, fitting name.
Tiefling, like the fuck, also shortened to Tiefling.
Have I made a grave error looking like this today? I just want to fit in.
Oh, you will.
Rumors of your good deeds have spread far and wide. I see you brought some trash with you. His eyes flick over to Amnon.
I say we just ignore that part. Don't acknowledge it at all.
All 5 of us contributed.
I'm sure you did.
I am just staring daggers, but not speaking.
Does that mean that you finally claimed your legacy? He says, finally talking to Amnon.
I don't know what that means.
He looks around like this is a secret, but he's like, can you rage, boy?
I'm trying to think of how Amnon would respond to that, because I know the answer is yes, but I don't know if Amnon knows the answer is yes.
One time I saw him cleave someone in half from top to bottom.
I did? I mean, I did. I definitely did that.
Zaunt is like very impressive. Seichil gives him a glare, and Zaunt stops talking and crosses his arms in front of his chest and be a good boy.
Look, if the question is, can I get mad? I think we're about to get an answer right the fuck now.
If you,
Pelagia's probably gonna try to ask Bree, is this normal?
on this side of the world.
I don't know. I'm not noble.
Same.
If you've been able to embrace your legacy, then it looks like my decision to be rid of you was a good one.
What the hell are you talking about? How can that possibly be a good decision?
It helped you. Now you can embrace your legacy. I knew that if you had nothing to rely on, you would finally be able to show your potential. You never showed it as a child. You were worthless to me. And he just like waves his hand dismissively.
With all due respect, perhaps we should be leaving family matters elsewhere.
Yes. Your congratulations. He smiles and snaps his fingers, and Tasir perks up and comes over to you all and hands you each a bar of gold. Well, everybody but Amnon.
I got
thought
a
we were gonna
rock.
get party drugs.
Sorry, what did you say, Breadmaster? I talked over you.
I thought we were gonna get party drugs.
That'd be cool too, but no.
But
They
no, a bar of gold. This
laced
is
gold.
really
You
easy to
have to lick it.
spend.
I'm going to casually, visibly hand my bar of gold to Amnon.
Satiel's like you can do with your Satiel, sorry, is like you can do what you want with your hard-earned reward.
You can even waste it like that if you wish, Marigold.
Yes.
I just don't understand why you're paying us. You haven't hired us to do anything.
Oh no, but I was thinking since you are mercenaries, I might have work for you. You'll hear from me in the future, perhaps. Be gone. I'm through with you. I'll see you at the party.
And then his throne sinks into the floor.
Yes, the floor just grrr, and the throne sinks down.
I thought this was the Flame Rod Dungeon, not Nerve headquarters. God.
Let's just go. Let's go.
So as
Did the pose!
Once we're out of this nightmare, I want to try to give Marigold's gold back.
well, on your way.
If she won't take it, I'll keep it. I turn to Marigold. I really appreciate the gesture, but you don't need to give this to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
not spent
trying to
any of
get
the other
money
gold I've
myself.
gotten.
And
Okay.
besides, I figured you'd want something to throw in a fire, yes?
Aw.
Gold doesn't burn that well.
I mean,
obviously.
we could just spend the gold and then throw something else to fire. Like,
We could use it to buy poison.
listen.
You may
They
spite your
jerks,
money
but I
how you
also
wish,
like these.
Amnon.
I'm going to go between now and the dance. I want to go buy things. One of the things I want to buy is a pocket of pepper, so whenever they turn their noses up at me, I can throw pepper into it.
Pocket pepper.
Yes. Excellent.
It is coming.
On your way back out, that teenager is back in the VIP lounge just tearing the place up. She smiles at
Nice.
you and is like, wanna help? She tosses you a pillow.
I rip it in half instinctively.
She claps together. I wish I was that strong. One day I'll be able to harness the blood rage and I'll be able to do it. She grins.
But you know what you can do? And Marigold just pinkies a vase off the table.
She starts just destroying the vases.
At least we got here.
I give the child a high five as I walk out.
She grins and gives you a thumbs up and high fives you back. Well, she has to jump up to high five because she's small and Amnon is very tall. She
Because I'm
does
a
it.
huge dick and hold my hand up as high as I can instead of putting it down for her to get to.
She's got to work on her aerobics.
No, I do so she has to jump off the couch to reach, therefore hurting the couch even more.
Yeah,
But she's totally going to.
yeah, she totally does. The VIP lounge is in a shambles by the time you guys leave. This girl is just destroying the place. Lennox, you will recognize that if you are to find those documents that Nicole hired you to find, they will be in this manner, on this floor. So that's
Yeah, I was
something.
doing laundry. What did I miss?
the documents that you missed Satiel being an ass, but the documents you need to find in order to that Vikog hired you to find, they're gonna be in the manor on this floor.
It'd probably be better to do that during the party.
Yeah, when everybody's busy.
What I want to know is who gets hired at this place. Like, do they hire exclusively tieflings to be servants, or
No,
is it a mix?
actually, these are Amnon's family is jackasses, and they like looking better than everybody else. All of their staff are elves because they like having elves underneath their heel.
Same.
But I'm not an elf, so it'd be hard to disguise as one.
It's just the ears. Like, just get some like putty.
I have a
Can we talk
disguise.
about this outside this building, please?
Yeah.
I feel very uncomfortable.
So you head. I'm just gonna put you back in the Flaming Manticore for now, but that's not where you are. And we're gonna take a quick break because I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. But go ahead and roleplay while I'm gone.
We're at a similar bar. Flaming Manticore is a franchise. We're at a different establishment.
It's like,
So I
oh
decided
god,
to
no!
look
All
at
with all the tables, now all I can think about it's like, great. So we hang out at Fantasy Chili's.
Oh no!
We hang out at the Fantasy Chili's bar. Like that's just what we do.
It's Fantasy Applebee's.
We are the worst adventuring group.
Like we have the seats that are always ours and everything. They already know what we want.
Alright, so I wasn't really paying attention. Are we supposed to like be doing something at this thing? We're just going to like be there.
I think we're
I
just
got
going
hired.
to look good for
Yeah,
the
we were
company.
just invited, but I
I
think
got a
We
job
do
to
have a
find
few
the-
things to do, though.
I have to find the documents that describe the family line of inheritance to see if Amnon is next in line or not. But it feels like I don't have to because it's kind of
I
hard.
think I can answer that question for you right now.
Yeah.
There is
This is
also,
my
of
own
course,
bit.
those unsavory rumors about them, which, quite frankly, I've been around them for a grand total of 5 minutes at most. I'm pretty sure they would definitely sell drugs to a dragon, right?
They sell drugs from Dragon.
oh, give me a second.
Oh
guys.
fuck! Yeah, that's what we were supposed to be doing. Shit, I forgot about that. I got too mad at my parents and I forgot
I
the
mean,
Amnon story.
let's be
it-
honest.
That's fine. He was very rude.
The drug trafficking thing is probably the least terrible thing they've done. I just get that vibe,
No.
from them, you know?
I mean, surely they have done things less terrible than drug trafficking. Like, come on.
Here's the thing I'm confused about. So, like, that girl is probably like one of your siblings, right? Maybe
Maybe
or something.
cousin,
But
something.
why wasn't she kicked out? She couldn't do the rage thing. She said she couldn't. And why would-
Congratulations. To me, I had pizza.
Nothing.
We had to remember what our job even was. We're investigating drugs. I totally forgot about the drugs.
Hey, I want to find one of the serving people who look like they hate their job. Okay, without anyone else looking or paying any attention, I want to come up to them and say, I will give you a bar of gold if you give me all of your clothes. And don't come back to work during the party. And tell no one.
The whole bar? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
This is to ensure that they don't sound the alarm, tell anyone what's happening, and I have a clean disguise. I'm hitmanning this, basically.
So he responds with, Alan, please add this part later.
Oh yeah, fuck this job. I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
pretty much. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much.
Like a single gold piece is like enough to keep a normal person alive for a month. You know?
Yeah, basically. That's
So-
not like how much gold is this gold?
It's 500 gold.
That's too much, Lennox.
I don't care. I don't use it for anything really.
He's gonna live his life. He's gonna retire and go to, you know.
Besides, aren't I a burglar?
I mean, that's fine, but I gotta pay to put spells in my my spell book, so
That's
that's
what you
fine.
can use your gold brick for. I don't have spells to use, so.
I forgot to turn back on my mics. There's like a couple minutes there where you guys respond to me, and and the stream didn't get it, but it's fine. We're professional here. Anyway, So
Yeah, before we go back, while we're out, I do want to actually buy that pouch of pepper.
okay, you get just a big
And I
bag.
also want to buy a single rose to give to Esme.
She's not gonna show up, but sure.
I know.
Also, I feel like. Oh wait, no, I don't have pepper. I do have salt.
Yep, you're very salty. All right.
I had to check just to make sure that wasn't one of my spellcasting thingamajigs.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do before they go to the party tonight?
How long do we have?
You got about 4 hours.
I'm gonna copy some more spells in my spellbook
Okay.
with this money I just got.
Oh, speaking of which, Albani gives you a scroll of invisibility and says, "Here, I ran across this while I was doing some adventuring for Vickold, and I'm a warlock, so I just know my spells." So
I put that in my spellbook immediately.
okay. And
Can't
she,
compare it though.
yeah, she smiles at you and like claps you on the shoulder and says, "Enjoy the party. Vickold and I were invited, but I don't want to go. So have fun hanging out with all those nasty ass rich people."
Can I prepare that? Will you let me prepare that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna do that then.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole time. That's all I do for that 4 hours.
Yep.
It takes like 2 hours
Actually-
per level.
Well, I need to check something in the
Mhm.
player's handbook for
Let's
pricing.
undo chromatic. No, I probably just keep at least one attack spell.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. How much is this thing?
Well, I need sending.
You might need it, but probably not.
I'll take off Thunder Wave too. There we go.
Yeah. Anybody else? Marigold, are you going to be doing anything for these 4 hours?
I guess I'm just gonna be prepping for party.
You get news from that people are excited. A lot of all the gladiators, the top 10 gladiators, were invited to the party.
Ooh.
Some of them
I
even
want to meet
accepted.
your rivals.
Yeah, some of them even accepted the invitations. Others are busy because they got fights coming up and they want to focus on the battle.
All right, Lennox. So you're probably gonna be the one doing most of the legwork on this one, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't have your excellent disguise ability, so.
Well, okay. So I just learned invisibility. I can cast it 3 times. Well, 5 times if I need to.
How long does
So
it
if
last?
you need to be invisible, just come find me, and I'll hook you up. You just can't attack anything, and I can keep it going for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just keep that in mind.
Well, if that's the case, I don't even need to show up to this party.
I say you should probably start normal though, because like, if it breaks and I don't know where you are, then I can't do anything. So like,
Mhm.
you gotta have your cover.
Also, you need to show up to the party. You've been invited, and people need to flirt with you, so you can be awkward. All right,
Yeah,
so
they gotta sneak away during it.
if nobody else has any plans, it's time to skip to the party. Anybody?
I'm buying a thing. I will
Okay.
reveal what I bought later.
Okay, you buy a thing.
Oh, I do have something,
Mm-hmm.
which is less of something, but I feel like the little chapel that she set up
Mm-hmm.
has become something akin to a hangout spot for the old people in that neighborhood. So occasionally the old men wander by like around right before dinner time, and I feel like she probably sits outside the door and talks to them.
Yep.
Ah,
Wow, that's really good.
It's the community center. They
That
also
was
have
her.
stupid-
That was her intention, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they started up a weekly bingo game, so they hang out and play bingo and play checkers.
Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's an old
play
person game.
bingo with the Lord.
Spades.
They chat you up. You hear that the cult there's not many complaints about the cult. It appears they've gone underground. I mean, you destroyed their main base of operations. They're not dead, but they're definitely getting quiet. Whatever they're doing is definitely more secretive and less overt than what it was in the beginning when they first started out. And mostly they complain about their grandchildren who never visit them, never call them, never hang out with them.
Aww.
Lots of complaints about the Red Dragon as well. Nobody likes her, and all of her lackeys are big jerks who they hate. That's the main information you get. If you do a little bit of digging, I can give you some more information. But
Actually, yeah, I think she would use this opportunity to kind of pick up on anything she could. So, want to do like an investigation or something for that?
yeah, that's an investigation roll.
Investigation.
Oh, very nice.
Ah, nice.
Very good, very good. So you hear that there's rumors that the sewers have been overrun with giant rats. They're complaining about that. You hear that the tax people, the taxmen for the Red Dragon, are collecting taxes when they're not supposed to, just shaking people down. A couple businesses have had to shutter because the half Red Dragons just show up and take everything. Final thing you hear is that there is a rumor of a tower being built to the northwest.
That's interesting. Detail. Well, and nobody knows anything about it?
Yeah, nobody knows anything about the tower other than the fact that it's being built.
Somebody's building a tower. It's probably gonna price up the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're gentrifying the northwest.
Tourists.
Alright, with that, it's time to go to the party. So one of the first things you'll notice when you show up at the party is that there's a fucking beholder here.
There's just a beholder thinking he's hot shit.
He's just sitting there, beholding.
He's floating there, talking with Tasir and Hasana, your aunt, Amnon. You would know that Hasana is Sachiel's sister.
Okay.
So.
Alright. Also, you
Can I
said
make a
floating.
roll?
I thought you said flirting.
Can I make a kind of roll on beholders?
Yes, you can
So we
roll and
know
behold.
about 'em.
Yeah, sure.
Because I know what I know about them, but I don't know what Bree knows about them.
So, actually, I was about to say the same thing. I feel like Balaji has never seen anything that looks like this before, and I feel like she needs to roll something not to, like, quietly flip the fuck out and try to
Lennox has
find
seen
someone who
more
looks smart to
with
explain it.
At a college once.
I got a 13.
You got a 13, so they have eye lasers, and they float, and they're magic casters, and they're horrible.
Do,
gotta-
do I
Each
know?
eye stock can cast a different spell, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would I know with that
Roll.
roll about the anti-magic cone and about them being able to see invisible?
Yes.
I don't think. Okay. Ooh, Lennox. Oof. Well, thank God this isn't a magical disguise I'm wearing. But Marigold, try not to get in the beholder's line of sight.
Yes, yes.
I think they can turn it off, but I'd be careful.
I'll be wary.
We also don't know his allegiances.
To the left is the band. Marigold, you recognize Stick Stonewall, one of the gladiators playing in the band.
Those are all rules, by the way.
Is that just a skeleton on fire?
Yes, with a guitar.
That's so badass.
Voiced by both members of Tenacious D at once.
I'm going to have to fight that man one day.
And probably lose.
This is not the best band in the world. It's only a tribute.
They are currently playing this music and not looking happy about it. Hold on, I should start the music.
Oh, noble music. Ugh.
I hate
like
to say
this.
it, but this is probably something that Lennox listens to on a regular basis. He is that square.
As you come in, that teenager recognizes you, Amnon, and rushes right over to you and gives you another high five.
What's she wearing? What's she wearing now?
She's wearing a cute little red dress with like a million petticoats.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet wide at the bottom.
Yeah. She smiles up at
Her
you.
high five.
She smiles up at you and says, "Do you know how to dance? Do you want to dance with me?"
Sure, I guess.
She grins and jumps up and grabs your arm and drags you out onto the dance floor.
Which is impressive because I am like
Well, you
6
you
foot
could
tall.
you could stand there and have her pull at you, or you could come along with her. Whatever.
No, I go along. I just wanted to make a joke.
Man, I don't think I was that rambunctious as a teen.
She starts dancing with you. Do you actually know how to ballroom dance, or does she have to teach you?
Maybe
hold
he should
on.
make a performance check.
I was going to say that. There's a role for such a thing.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, I tried.
You step on your feet several times. Oh my god.
It's okay. It's all right. Some people just aren't great dancers. It's acceptable.
hold on. I have an alternate suggestion here.
Mhm.
Maybe he's good at dancing, but not ballroom dancing.
Mhm.
No, I don't think he'd be good at any dancing.
This other tiefling comes up and starts watching and just puts her hand over her mouth and starts laughing. She smiles and says, "I see you've met my daughter." Looking at this woman, there's no way she's old enough to have a teenage daughter.
There's magic in this world. Cosmetic surgery is easy.
The next song picks up.
no.
Hey!
Yes, your daughter seems to outclass Amnon in terms of dancing.
Oh yeah, I should do a performance check for her to see how well she dances. Hold on. She's better.
She dances better than you.
Shut up.
Listen, 10 is average. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, she's doing well. She's like, she giggles and laughs at you. And she's like, no, you do it like this. And she starts leading.
I'm trying. God. They don't teach you how to dance on the streets.
Oh, you on the streets? Oh, you're one of those rugged adventurer types. I want to be an adventurer when I grow up. Shay just kind of shakes her head.
Oh dear, you already think too highly of me. Here, child, let me tell you why my family is garbage.
Your family is garbage. Is this your family? They're my family too.
Let me tell you why our family is garbage.
Do you actually tell her?
I tell her that I was thrown out of the family when I was 6 years old, and still no one is telling me why. At least not for a reason I understand.
For some reason, you place emphasis on throne.
Because I was literally thrown. I went the carriage ride with my dad, then he stopped, and he picked me up and threw me bodily out of the carriage, and then drove away.
Which one of these mother lovers, she says, looking over at her mom, is your dad?
Technically true.
She's like,
I actually don't see
she's like
him.
rolling up her sleeves.
He's up on the balcony.
Yeah, I pretend. Amnon pretends not to see him to save this child's life.
Shay rushes out and puts her hand on Lily's shoulder and says, "It's okay, sweetheart." She's like, "Mom, this is the one that you're always talking about." What?
Oh dear.
Shay looks at you. Amnon? She squints at you. Is it-
Yes. You're the first person to call me by my name that doesn't suck.
Should we be watching this? Is this like a thing we should be watching, Marigold?
Lennox is not paying.
I mean, we're in the middle of the dance floor. We're
Yeah,
not trying to hide
They're
anything.
in the middle of the dance floor.
Pelagia's been looking for food literally since she got in here, so.
All the food is over here. Elaine and Nate are munching on the food.
I live there.
There is no more food now.
It's all like stuffed boulette and like deep fried. No, there's no deep fried anything. It's all fancy ass food.
You can fry something and call it fancy.
Bullshit hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a bloomin' onion?
No, there's no bloomin' onions. There's some escargot.
Bloomin' onions have specifically been banished. If you try to bring one in, it just disintegrates.
It eats snails.
The beholder disintegrates it.
This is a barbarous place. They eat
Who
snails.
dares bring bloomin' onion to my presence?
Hey,
Keep wandering around
specifically the
like-
beholder here to destroy bloomin' onions.
Like, Blade just wandering around with the escargot, just like asking people, is it true that people actually eat this here?
I've been eating. Elaine's like, I've been eating it all day, sweetheart.
It's so barbarous.
I'm also on my seventh.
Fascinating.
I'm also on my 7th glass of wine. He downs it.
You need it for the
Oh,
escargot.
it's one, you say? Yeah. Anyway,
It's a little weak for me, but I'm sure it's a...
He's like, you should be drinking. This music is. Ugh.
She gets a little prickly about that, but doesn't say anything right away.
Because Aaron's playing
Well, if you
music.
listen closely, there are no horns in this soundtrack. It's all
And,
strings.
Or no, not. Aram is holding his instrument up to his mouth but isn't actually playing it. He's just pretending to.
Oh god, it's 8th grade band all over again.
He looks miserable, I bet.
Well, he's playing the cello right now, even though his icon has a horn, so he is participating.
Oh.
Anyway,
cello, more like hello.
yes. Shay looks up at you and says, Amnon, it's me, your cousin Shay. I was at your 4th birthday party. I don't know if you remember me.
Oh, he's my cousin!
God damn it. We don't have time to go bowling.
It's just gonna be the rest of the campaign. And
Should've
let's go
probably didn't make a
bowling.
map for it.
She-
I think I remember you. I'm really sorry I was 4. I think you did a thing, right? You did something, you said hello to me, and then something happened, and then you did it.
Well, I got you.
And I'm just gonna keep going until she cuts him off.
she smiles sadly and she says, I got you a toy horse. It was my own stuffed toy horse that my mom got me when I was a kid, and I gave it to you. I regifted it.
Oh,
How much older is she
I
then?
remember
She's-
that, I think.
She was only 9 when Amnon was 6, so she's 5 years older than him.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, when
Well,
11. She was 11 when Amnon was 6. So
alright. Okay.
I had to do some math.
Well, it's
Sorry.
good to see you again,
Listen,
I think.
I'm so sorry. She meets eyes with you. I looked for you when you disappeared, when you didn't show up. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find you. Who raised you? You look like you've grown big. She smiles at you. Come, tell me everything. Please walk with me.
Okay.
She just kind of.
God, I never know where to start when it's like, alright, tell me your backstory. Like, oh, fuck.
You
She
just say
take-
you do that. You can just do that.
She takes you off to the
All
side
right.
to talk with you. While or you don't have to follow. Sorry, I moved your pog. You're in charge of your own pog.
No, I'm following her. I was looking around to see where she was and tried to move him.
Yeah,
myself.
she's over here now.
Alright.
Meanwhile,
I go through my trials and tribulations as a young child thrown into the streets.
she looks increasingly horrified as you tell her everything, and increasingly guilty, and starts hugging herself. And she's like, "I should have found you. I don't know what to say. That it's inexcusable."
Trying to think of what to say, Amnon says out loud.
Not all of us
It
are
really
okay.
means a lot that you care about me.
Not all
And
of
it
us.
means a lot to hear you apologize, but you shouldn't be beating yourself up over this. There is one person at fault here, and he is sitting at the front of this room.
She looks up at Seishiel and she says, "I wish I could do something about him. Ever since you disappeared, I've been trying to raise money for an orphanage."
Oh, hoping I would just turn up one day.
That's how orphanages work, right? They're sort of like
Just gravitate towards the orphanage.
Yeah, I just kind of hoped you'd show up. Yes, that's exactly right. That's why I
No, it
adopted.
wouldn't work for Amnon because his dad's still alive.
That's why I adopted little Lila. Lila, by the way, having lost her dance partner, is just like going around harassing everybody. Marigold, you see
She's
that.
now she's the new Aram. Like we have to have her bump into her all the time.
No.
What if we hook up Aram and Lila?
Lila's,
She's like
No,
14.
gross.
she's
Oh,
like
she's what?
13.
Oh, I
She's
forgot
like
what her age
13.
was. Sorry.
Whoops.
Marigold, you see Zashir over here talking to some orcs. Hey, ladies.
I came to the party to have fun. I will avoid the upper right part of the room.
There are two more gladiators up here talking to Asrim. Edwin and Fritz, the Trouble Trends, the people you're scheduled to fight next.
They're the people I'm going to beat up.
Yeah, they're the people you're
Oh,
meeting
that
up next.
reminds me, I need a partner.
Yes, it does remind you. Down here in the corner is a huge horned tiefling who's glaring across the way at the one human who showed up. Lady Estelle's a half elf, but yes, the one human who showed up.
Well,
I'm a
Lennox showed
human.
too. He's also there.
Oh yeah, Lennox. There is a single human in this room full of tieflings.
Too bad Lennox does not party. Lennox does not so much wallflower as become part of the wall.
He morphs into the wall and basically just sinks through it.
Yeah, that's part of being a rogue, you know, disappearing in plain sight. He has a glass of wine, but he's not actually drinking any of it. He's just putting it up to his lips, holding it in his mouth, and then very discreetly putting it back in the glass.
A waste
That
of
way he
fine
doesn't have to get
wine.
refills.
Never set that glass down
Oh no.
because you never know who might accidentally pick it up.
What if it's your dad?
Set the glass down directly in front of him.
As Shay continues to apologize to you and listen to you and just like tell you all the things that she did to try to find you. I mean, she spent years looking for you. She spent a good 5 years looking for you and couldn't find you. She wants to know like who raised you, who took care of you. Can she make their life better? She just wants to know everything.
At some point, Amnon would start having like tears roll down his face because he didn't think anyone was looking for him.
No.
If she's allowed, she'll actually give you a little hug, and like she's crying too. She's just so happy to see you.
Amnon hugs her
Yeah,
back.
this is about jam.
Slightly catatonic. All right. The person who raised me. I haven't like a backstory for this person, but not a name or fixed location.
Mm-hmm.
Music store owner.
Oh,
Like
okay.
sells instruments and music sheets
Okay. She's
in a place that would make sense.
A music store.
I don't know the geography of this
Mhm.
world.
So like a
It could
music
be
store
anywhere.
on the edge of the slums, basically, because you lived mostly in the slums.
Wait.
Right.
Is it Aram's dad?
No,
Absolutely not.
it is not. Aram's.
They grew up in the same music store, but then they used GF, so they lost their memories.
It's great that you made that reference because that's that song for Final Fantasy VIII is coming up later.
Good.
Edwin hands Lila a knife. Shay's
Shay,
like,
you might want to look at your daughter.
Shay releases you. He's like, no.
Well, let me see what you have.
Oh God.
Goodness.
I never looked at any vines while Vine existed, and yet. Can quote like a shit ton of them.
So Zashir keeps flirting with these orcs. Zont is flirting with Lady Estelle Delarone. She is having none of it. She's really upset at all the elf servants. But she makes eye contact with you and says, "Ah, Marigold, please come join me." She raises her wine glass.
Ah. I'd happen to know you. You're Lady Estelle Delarone, aren't you? are you not?
Oh no,
That's-
I've been abandoned.
Bree, you're left alone.
Come hang out with Lennox and be antisocial.
Come hang out with Amnon and be social with exactly one person.
We'll come back to me, I guess.
2 people. You talked to Lila. You attempted to dance with Lila too.
It's true. Estelle smiles like a kind of half smile at you, so like, not like a full smile. It doesn't reach your eyes. It's one of those like, you know, polite social smiles. And but she looks relieved that you've come over to rescue her from Zaunt. She says, "Yes, I am a ranked gladiator, just like you. I was invited here, and I have to admit they are one of the only noble families of tieflings in the realm, and I was curious."
Yes, it's a shame their manner doesn't befit the rarity.
Oh, have they been barbarous to you? They
Oh, not exactly barbarous and not exactly to me, but I'm not very fond of passive aggression.
Ah, give me good old-fashioned legitimate aggression any day, she says with a grin. That I can deal with. Zaunt is like still trying to get her attention and like no, pay attention to me, and she's just so dutifully ignoring him.
I'm not terribly fond of either.
Ah,
But
good at
then
one.
again, I suppose I'm not in the best profession for that, am I?
I was just about to say, an interesting profession you've chosen with such disdain.
Well, in the short time I've been in this arena, at least, I must admit, it's a bit of a relief. Menshaka is, well, it coined the term blood sport, essentially.
What made you choose this way of life?
Well, you know, I'm fairly young, and I figured arena fights have a certain charm to them, or at least Alm Ravens do. The nobles love their excuses, so bloodsport is one thing, but these are ever so slightly better mannered. And I figured with my youth I could set a few records, that sort of thing.
Looking for fame and glory. Same for me, actually. Just looking to make a name for myself. I mean, I know I'm nobility and all, but all I own is a small mining operation, and I wanted to get a name for myself.
Oh, well, you've climbed quite quickly from what I've heard.
Oh, after the Roach Dragon killed off all the nobles, there was a huge power vacuum, and anybody who gained her favor was able to gain a lordship. I mean, even your friend over there, and she looks over at Lennox, could do it.
Yes. Quite a few people can exploit that sort of thing, or so I've heard, but I think you've done a fine job of climbing up yourself. In your case, it seems more like stones were removed rather than, you know, you actually getting any sort of extreme benefit from it.
That's true, though, I am a force to be reckoned with. She smiles. I look forward to our battle.
I'm afraid I'll have to prepare myself a bit more for you.
She smiles and looks charmed. Will you now? I look forward to that immensely. Zaunt is like, hey.
Well, don't you worry. When the day comes, I am prepared to win.
I'm glad it is not a fight to the death, so I can see more of you. Before I
And
leave,
I of you.
have a good day. And she wanders off.
Marigold just places herself in between her and Zaunt's, back to Zaunt's. Takes a sip of wine, hums along with the music a bit.
Lila Jay has gotten a knife from Lila. Edwin's like, oh, come on, it's fine. I played the knives when I was a kid.
Yes, and look how you turned out now.
That's basically what Shay says.
Your fucking edgelord outfit.
Nobody with a collar that popped is decent. So Shay, looking at it with daggers in her eye.
Excuse me, it's very cool, he says.
He's also wearing 3 belts, I think.
That son of a bitch.
Nobody needs that many belts. She
Apparently the JoJo's do.
yeah, she takes Lila aside and talks quietly with her for a little bit. Lila complains immensely.
As teenagers are wont to do.
This music is garbage, says Tyra to you as if it is your fault. Brittany, you're being talked to.
Oh, what? I wasn't paying attention. Character, what's going on?
Oh no, attention.
This music is garbage, says Tyra to you.
Oh yeah, sorry. Bree's distracted because she has become very aware that this room is not big enough to anywhere in the room is out of range of the beholder's animagic field if it has it on.
Yep,
So she's just nervous about this. She's very distracted.
I measured it out before picking this room so that you couldn't escape it.
Yeah, and like she also can't remember if they have trucing or not. I know they don't, but she can't remember, so she's like, like, yeah, what? This noble music is kind of. I mean, it's like the most generic, non-aggressive music possible.
The band looks miserable playing it, says Nasha.
What if we just paid them to play something else?
Oh my gosh, we should, says Tyra.
Hold on, I'll start Googling songs.
Nope, I already have some picked, don't worry.
Oh.
How much?
Somebody shouts,
Because
Freebird!
they have to it had to be more than the.
No
closest-
Freebird ever.
Overtone cover up Freebird.
Here, I know one of those guys, one of the band members. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay. Please, get us something danceable. I want to dance with my girlfriend. Nasha laughs. I'm not your girlfriend. Okay, I want to dance with my one night stand. Nasha laughs harder.
Aram. Hey,
Aram puts down the cello and looks over at you. Yeah, hey, who the hell are you?
It's me, Bri. I'm in disguise.
Why are you in disguise?
It's a normal thing, you wouldn't understand.
I'm not comfortable around rich people.
I'm sorry, neither am I. They're really intimidating.
Okay, listen. How much? This music sucks.
It totally does.
How much are they paying you?
I'm getting 400 gold for this.
Oh, like as a group or just?
Yeah, as a group, we're splitting it.
Oh, I don't know if I have that much. Can
No,
you say
don't
something
worry
else?
about it. Don't worry about it. I want to change this too. He looks over at Sia and starts scooting towards the microphone.
The girls of this said they want to dance, and not this kind of dance. I'm gonna go now. I don't want to be involved in this. Plagia, this sucks. I hate this.
She just immediately pushes alcohol into your hand. Like she
What
doesn't
is
even
this?
say hi. She just gives you like whatever she can find. That's
An
the
entire
straw.
bottle of wine.
Can
Maria,
you believe that they have nothing here stronger than wine? It is disgraceful.
Elaine is drinking right there next to you. Like, man, I should have brought a good bourbon. I should have brought my flask.
You should have bought a wet bar and
Is-
a
okay.
bartender to run it.
Is it like a bowl of punch or just wine?
There's just wine.
Oh, well, I guess I'll
Wine
drink
and
this.
snails.
She's just gonna continue constantly complaining to you about how this barbarous land where they eat snails and only have wine,
Do they have
Yeah,
blooming
I
onions
don't like
back
eating
where you're
bugs
from?
either.
where parties suck.
Aram and Sia start whispering to each other. Pasha is standing there like grooving to the music because, of course, this is her jam. Lady Maria Rosecroft comes up to you, Lennox, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's so good to see another human." She smiles
Lennox
at you
raises an eyebrow and like, and why is that?
because this place is full of tieflings.
And your point
You're
is,
not so bad.
No, you're not so bad, but it's just I thought there would be more humans here. I mean, it's a human city.
Actually, demographically, the humans are not really a majority anymore.
I
Is
think
it?
they're plurality.
Pelagian mumbles something about, isn't it interesting when you're the only one who looks like you?
As Maria keeps trying to flirt with you, like she's like, I like your collar and your jacket. It's very fashionable. She says, lying, because there's nothing fashionable about what you're wearing.
Ask about being tenured.
I hear you. Are you on the tenure track? Are you a professor?
Eventually. One doesn't get to be professor in tenure just at the drop of a hat. In the meantime, I've been picking up contract work here and there.
Oh,
Have you any interest in insurance?
I could use some insurance. Yes, on my boats. We
Oh, I don't do boats.
Oh.
You fool.
Lennox is going to start, and he's going to see how long it takes to bore this woman to death. Just by talking about his actual job as an insurance agent.
about she waits a good 7 minutes before wandering off to talk to Nate.
Good.
Meanwhile, Sia grabs the microphone and says, "You can't dance to this shit! Hit it!"
Is this normal at parties?
Aaron grabs his horn.
Yes, good.
Tasha and Nasha get up on Tyra and Nasha get up onto the stage and start dancing. Lila starts dancing with them.
Well,
Shay
there's
just
now a
wants to-
huge distraction as the music changes and the nobles are all freaking out. I'm
Yeah,
going
then-
to signal to Bree to cast invisibility as I walk out the front door.
Alright, hold on, I have to touch you. Hold on.
I do have to ask, who is singing?
Who's singing? Styx's.
Okay, Pelagian is actually gonna down like the entire glass and
Alright.
like just go into the center to like dance because now it's a fucking party.
Alright, Lennox, just if you take any kind of aggressive action, it'll just break, so don't do that.
I don't
Otherwise, it'll last
plan
an hour
to.
unless I lose concentration. Or if the beholder looks at me, it's gonna drop. So somebody doesn't do that.
Well, are you going to walk out with me as I leave?
Yes, just
okay.
just so it's out of sight.
Yeah, because I'm going to duck into a corner and change into my servant's outfit, just in case.
You
And
get
use my disguise kit to look like one of the servants that I hired to go away.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. I'm sorry. I'm a good GM.
Alright, well, when no one's looking, I put my arm on his shoulder and cast invisibility, and I got a concert on it, so
Mhm.
hopefully nothing else comes up. Wait, do I actually look?
Alright.
Yes, it's concentration.
Yeah,
You know.
you can you slip off. Shay gets up on the thing and starts dancing, and she's kind of just dancing on her own. It's good. It's good music. Lucia does not want to talk to Estelle and starts wandering away. She's like, I'm standing in the dark corner for a reason. Jeez.
You know what? Bree, when Bree comes back in, she's wearing her. She looks normal. She's feeling really uncomfortable.
It's the power of music.
Yes. Let me put this back out here. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Ah, damn it, every time.
Oh, you're huge.
I cannot resize that.
I'll fix
Guess
it in
who's
a second.
back, bitches?
Now it's a party.
Jenner, make that smaller for me, please.
Yep, hold on.
God, you're so demanding of our GM.
There you go.
I said please. I'm.
No, she is to scale.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing the Regency outfit though. Amnon, I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable here.
Oh, you too?
Yeah. Lennox is doing something, so don't let anyone hit me because I'll lose.
Oh, before I slammed off, I also told Bree, message me in at like 15-minute intervals,
Okay.
so I have a way to communicate with you all.
All right, I'll do that.
Alright.
Zont tries talking to Lucia. Lucia just gives him a glare. He wanders off.
Just disintegrates.
Zashir has better luck flirting with Fritz. Alright, so...
Alright, Amnon's gonna try dancing again.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I want to see if I can get a crit fail.
Oh, you did it!
Hey,
You did slightly above average.
you took some pointers from Lila, and now you're doing a Fortnite dance.
Now that I'm just like dancing by myself next to other people instead of trying to dance with someone, it's a lot easier.
Mhm.
Well, you are dancing with yourself in this case.
Dancing.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Edwin comes up to talk to you while playing with several knives. So, we're gonna be fighting. He dances beside you, juggling these knives.
Let me show you my
Oh,
knife.
yes. You are Edwin, yes?
That's correct. Edwin White Wolf.
I'd heard that your claim to fame was having a partner, but I'd never heard that your fighting style was juggling.
Oh no, my fighting style is killing. He grins.
He's
Nice.
the hottest shit here.
Doesn't that make you lose in the arena?
Oh, I mean, no. If it's an accident, he says, making air quotes, but then catching the daggers and returning to juggling them. That's what
It's
insurance
not-
is for.
Yep. They all sign the paperwork. They know it can happen.
Yep.
And
Bree
here I
should
am
go back,
thinking
give
that
her
the
wine.
arena is WWE center staged, and there's all this kayfabe involved.
Edwin.
So,
Oh yeah, go ahead, play Jack.
I'm going to ask you as the DM if you have anything specific planned, because if you don't, I'm going to try to get this Pasha person to dance with.
Go ahead and try and get this Pasha person to dance with you.
Okay, I am going to approach her and how should I put this? She's already been dancing, like really excited, and she's going to like offer her hands out and sort of do the, don't you hear the music?
Music is garbage. The other music was better. She says, sounding haughty.
Ah, but the steady beats is good for the soul. And I would know. And she kind of like, she's actually tucked her little holy symbol inside, but she kind of like takes it out just a little to show before dropping it back. She doesn't want people to like notice,
What
because
kind of
then she'll be lame.
what deity is that holy symbol? I've never seen it before. Her interest is peaked.
Do you have a moment to talk about?
Have you heard the good word?
Please tell me that she like eagerly says yes, because I don't want her to catch that joke.
She looks interested. She's like, I have a moment, but my time is important.
Okay, Boyd just really thrown off guard because she was expecting that to register as a joke. So she gives an elevator pitch, but in a sort of pithy, flowery kind of poetic way.
Mm-hmm.
That she's probably mangling a text that she only barely remembers. It sounds very pretty.
She's also been hitting the wine pretty hard.
Yeah, Pelagia's been
Yeah,
hitting
she
the
is
line
kind of,
through
she
her
is
head.
mildly sloshed right now.
Show me how to dance to this barbarous music, says Pasha.
Gladly. And she will just absolutely zero hesitation draw her into the dance floor.
Okay. Pasha will go out into the dance floor with you. Alright,
Do
real
I have to
quick.
do a performance to see how I want to do?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh.
Oh wow, you're
Ah,
really
nice.
good. You
It is a sacred art. That's it.
you found a way to dance to ska. Congratulations.
Things are very different.
Really quick, we're gonna go to Lennox and we're gonna see what happens to him. I have to delete everybody else from this page because I didn't do it in secret. Sorry, except Lennox. All right, Lennox, you're in the manor.
Did I manage to convince the person I hired to buy the clothes off to tell me where the study is?
Yes, it is this room here.
Ping it again, I'm zoomed in.
Oh, this one.
Okay. That makes it easy. Is it trapped? Is it locked?
It is locked.
For how long?
Not very, I would imagine.
That depends on you.
Fuck that lock.
Not that long at all. You bust open the door and
Discreetly, I don't just kick in the door and go, what up?
What's up, fuckers?
sitting at the desk is an elf, rifling, like thumbing through papers, and the safe is already open. He looks up at you, and
He does not, because he's invisible.
oh yeah,
He looks up at the door.
yeah. Well, the door opens, so he looks up at the door and raises an eyebrow, and then
How strange, the wind has unlocked the door.
he'll try and make a perception check, but you have like a plus 40 to hide, so.
I'll just make a stealth check without the invisibility bonus and see how that goes.
He's not looking very well.
That wouldn't get your regular stuff.
Yeah.
No, my stealth before I roll is 11. So.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. We don't have
I
to
just
play.
kind of slip in the door and let him close it and lock it again.
Yeah, he's like, what is this place haunted? He sets the papers down. Oh, he takes several of the papers, stows them in his vest, and then heads over to the door, and closes it.
Take him.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him.
Well, Jenna, will I know if the spell breaks?
Oh, that's right.
No, you will not
Yeah,
know.
if you attack, you
It's
lose your
concentration,
invisibility.
though, so we'll break.
Yeah, we'll break.
but- Yeah, I don't want to lose that just now. But I do want to know what papers he took and what are left behind, if I can figure out what that is.
You can look. You can scope through the papers. It's shipping manifests, ledger. Looks like he's made copies of those. The stuff. Mhm. The shipping manifests and ledgers, he's taken those, but more importantly, the family tree that you were here to look for, he's also taken.
You gotta pickpocket him.
That's sleight of hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not proficient in that, so.
Do your best.
Oh, I'm sure you
It
only
doesn't
have
matter.
So you managed to swipe the bloodline registry from him. You just
That's all I wanted.
but now you're trapped in this room with him.
He has to leave eventually.
Actually, he's trapped in this room with Lennox.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to leave first.
He slips. He eventually gathers up the rest of the papers that he needs and smiles to himself, flicks his hair, and says "assholes" and slips out the window.
Good. Now I'm gonna reveal what I bought. 8 pots of oil and 1 pot of alchemist fire.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna ignite it immediately because alchemist fire ignites on contact with air.
Oh
So what I'm
no.
gonna do is douse the place in oil and set up the alchemist fire so it breaks open when the next person opens the door. And then
So
leave
like a
it.
bucket?
Yeah, basically.
The bucket trap?
Only it's gonna set this whole place on fire. And no one's gonna know what's missing.
Arsony via bucket trick.
And then I'm gonna slip out the window.
Oh, I remember that episode of SpongeBob.
Okay, back to the party. You slip out the window. You successfully slip out the window. You see that elf, but then he disappears from you. Back to the party.
Wait, if they're both disappeared, wouldn't they be able to see each other?
That's not how it works.
That has to be how it works.
Amnon,
This isn't like the
how
upside
you
down.
doing?
I got what
better
I
than I
needed.
thought I would.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you were talking to me.
No, talking to Amnon.
The
Oh, you
real
got it right
Amnon.
this time.
I got it wrong. Oh no!
Who am I?
You played yourself.
I just didn't move. I got the wrong tool on. Bree
Anyways,
is on like her fourth wine. She does not understand.
and now there's just your arm holding a wine glass levitating by the table.
Yeah. I don't have mate's hands, so I can't bring her with me.
Well, I'm having more fun than I thought I would.
Well, that's good. Just
I met
don't-
my cousin.
don't-
She's great.
Cool. Hi.
How are you?
I was here earlier. I mean, hi. I just got here.
Hello, I've been here the whole time.
As have I.
I'm Bree. I put my hand out to the Shay lady.
Shay smiles at you. She's a little taller than you, but she takes your hand and shakes it warmly. Lila is just going wild, dancing.
Your
doing a
your
Fortnite
daughter
game?
is very rambunctious.
A soul after my own heart.
I adore her, says Shay. It's the smartest thing I ever did in my life was adopt her.
That's good. I was also adopted, so I understand.
She looks at Amnon and says, "I guess throwing children out is not unique to our family." She's.
I don't know if that was my situation, but I understand the whole thing.
Was your sister adopted too?
No.
She's just a weird frog, okay?
We're twins. But I was much more reserved at that age. I'm not really a party going person.
Shay,
But it seems fine. This wine is helping.
Shay chuckles softly and says, "For all my noble blood, I've never grown accustomed to these things."
It just seems kind of ostentatious and like performative nobility.
It's a grotesque display of wealth, she says, agreeing with you.
I'm nodding, yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone's like, "I'm gonna look forward to accidentally killing you, Marigold."
Oh my god. Yes, I look
Is that
forward
his
to your
idea of
14th
flirting?
birthday party. Is that coming up soon?
Oh.
I'm 22, he says, and
Oh,
tosses
I'm so
Scully.
sorry.
Oh, you're my age? You don't look like it.
Or act like it.
You're
Is
going.
this guy bothering you?
In a cosmic sense, I suppose.
Almost like I guess like a fly or a mosquito. Very like,
More or less, yes.
He glares at you. Are you a gladiator too?
I'm a wizard.
Oh, how nice for you. He scoffs. Wizards are nothing.
Well, that's not very nice. Why would you say that to me like that? I mean, I'm just trying to be like, I think she tears up a little bit.
I was just trying to make conversation.
I'm just trying.
Now.
Hold on, let me roll to see if I affect him with this.
There's Crocodile Theater somewhere.
I'm not proficient in performance.
Oh no, he just snorts. He's too edgy.
Oh, I probably should have rolled deception instead of performance, but that would not have been much better. It would have
To
been like,
think you would do this to this
it
poor
would have been
woman.
it would have been 9.
He's too edgy. He's like, "Whatever, you're trash. You belong in the
Wow.
garbage." And he walks off.
Now I actually do feel kind of hurt by that. Marigold, you gotta beat him in the arena. Can I help? Can you do like a
Oh.
party thing?
I must admit, I'm surprised you asked. I was going to ask either Pelagio or possibly Amnon. But if you'd like to, I'd certainly be fine with partnering up with you.
I mean, can you stop people from hitting me with swords?
Oh, quite well.
Oh, then yes. I don't want to get hit by swords. That happened, but remember that one time that happened? I got knocked.
Yeah,
out
it wasn't
bad.
pretty.
It wasn't fun.
Yes, that wasn't great, but we've
was-
learned from that mistake, and
It was kind of completely my fault. I understand, but
it's
like,
all right. These things happen, and now they don't. You have that delightful layer of paranoia keeping you from engaging so the enemies now.
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you seen that guy over there?
Which one?
The big orb.
the
Oh,
beholder.
yes. The beholder.
Hey, what is his deal?
Is this take on me? Says Shay suddenly from the corner.
Like, I'm not normally like beholders are scary, and like they can just look at you, and then all your magic doesn't work. And I don't like that.
Yes.
And like this room is not that big. I don't think he's using it right now because they can turn it off, but
I think he might just be here for emergency security.
I don't know. He looks kind of important.
Do you want me
That
to talk?
could
Do you,
also be the case.
do you want me to talk to him? Says Shay.
Actually, then again, wait, you know what? I'm gonna roll knowledge check. Do I know anything about beholders? Let's
I mean,
see.
I can tell you. I wrote earlier. I know stuff.
Well, I want to see what I know.
Be-
Just to make small talk.
It'd be Arcana, I guess. Maybe history if you have that.
What else did you say first?
Arcana,
would be the
religion.
regular one for
Yeah,
everybody.
Arcana.
Oh wow, both Arcana and history kind of suck. I know a
Oh,
decent amount though.
You know as much as I do.
Yeah. So
Yes.
go ahead and tell her basically what you know.
All right, so their aberrations, their main big eye can make a anti-magic cone that just stops magic from working, and
Yeah,
all
it
the little eyes
sounds-
just have rays, deadly rays, perilous rays.
Yes, some of which are actually quite lethal.
Oh, and they just float, so you can't knock them prone.
Yep.
I've heard stories of beholders before, though. Now that you mention it, yes, it would be unlikely that one would work as security,
They're terrifying.
and haughty as well.
I believe he's here for the armies, trying to recruit. Says Shay to you.
The army? Oh, wait. You mean to tell me the Red Dragon enlisted a beholder to enlist other people?
Yes, pretty much.
Wow,
That's quite the chain of command.
this monarchy is bad.
You're telling me, says Shay.
And you
What?
can't look. And here's the worst thing: a guillotine wouldn't work on a beholder because they don't have a neck.
I just spit him like a melon.
All right, I'm actually gonna message Lennox to see how he's doing.
Lennox
yes.
is waiting off in a corner outside the party hall, waiting for the message, and he says, "You can drop the invisibility now, and also tell Amnon to watch his dad's face."
Okay. I break concentration and I message Am. I sort of say it out loud and say, "Hey, Lennox says to keep an eye on your dad's face."
Oh, I know
I'm
this
going to
one.
find
Quite
a
difficult.
servant out in the hall and look as exasperated as possible and tell him, "I just saw someone break out of the master's study. You can go tell him."
Wait, what is this?
I'm telling someone to go tell Amnon's dad that someone broke into his study.
Oh man. Pasha actually breaks off from your dance and goes to tell Seishiel that somebody broke into his study. So you're
The kindest still / Pelagia would probably have heard Shay say that she recognizes music and
Yeah.
try to approach her to dance.
Shay
Completely
will-
oblivious.
Shay smiles at Marigold, but then happily dances with you, and she.
I'm trying to get a good line of sight.
So Pasha whispers to Seichel. Seichel's eyes widen, and he walks out the back way.
He's about to get pranked.
Oh, I also, the last sentence of my message was, "Then we should probably leave."
Wait, what? I don't
Yeah.
relay that part because I'm confused.
You're supposed to spend the night. That's how it goes.
Well, then
Oh.
I'm going to dress back up in party clothes and walk back into the hall like nothing happened.
Okay.
Nothing
Maybe
happened.
you should leave. We have alibis.
Hey, it wasn't me who broke in. Someone else did.
Listen, here's the thing. Would anyone at the party pay attention to a human? No, because they're rich.
The most boring insurance sales human in
He
existence.
looks like a college professor.
He's not even
Where his
dancing.
testimony would just be, "Oh yeah, I saw him. He was boring. Whatever." When did I meet him? I don't know.
Amnon hasn't done anything in a while, so I'm gonna have him pull out his rose he wants to give to Esme, and it's wilted slightly.
Yeah.
Aw.
Esme still hasn't shown up. Shay, while dancing with Pelagia, looks over at Lila and says, "Look how happy she is."
It warms the heart that does.
Could have been Amnon. She looks a little dour.
Aw, okay, that's definitely gonna pull at Pelagia's heartstrings. I think she's probably gonna pull some story that she thinks might be similar from her days as an acolyte across
Mhm.
that has a happy ending. As a sort of like, sometimes things go right. And then she kind of like will indicate, Lila's, who's just now stopped dancing because the song ended.
Mhm. Styx gets up and grabs the microphone.
By the way, I want to point out that cover of Take On Me. I thought it was Superman by Goldfinger until you said it was Take On Me, and then
Imagine that.
Takes forever for the music to start, but anyway, the band starts warming up. Lila is nervous at the lack of music and comes to Shay for comfort. Shay smiles.
Mom, I'm bored.
Shay smiles and says, "Have you eaten enough?" Lila's like, "I ate so many snails."
You did, really?
They taste alright, actually.
It's a barbarous land.
Why is the music
Want
not
to see how many I
starting?
can fit in my mouth?
Next she'll tell me that I don't know that no one eats horse on this side of the sea.
Not in a noble house. Nobles don't eat horse. That's for
I
the
mean,
poor.
I've eaten horse. Sometimes winter gets kind of bad, so.
Why is it not playing? I'm confused.
Has
what
your
hap-
sister eaten horse, Brie?
What?
Like entirely whole?
Not that I knew of until you met her.
How? Did you just find out you had a sister when we told you about it?
No, I know I had a sister. I didn't know she turned into animals and ate things.
Well, the
You
music
should write to her more often.
the music has broken,
I haven't
so
seen you for 4 years.
I had a good thing planned, but the music is not working.
Styx is
So
going all in, though. You just
Yeah.
can't hear it.
Styx is going all in
Someone
on.
cut the mic.
Oh, there it goes.
There it
Finally.
That
Got
was
it.
weird.
Anyway, the Beholder is talking with Tasana and Tassir about needing soldiers for the Red Dragon's army, and the advancement of the Red Dragon's armies into the realm, and how well that's going. And it's like it seems very proud of itself. This sort
Yes, thanks to my hard work, this army is doing great.
Really whipping them into shape, literally.
Yep, pretty much.
Whipping them with my eye stalks.
So Shay will
Uh,
dance with you and continue to talk a little bit. Like, she'll listen to you and she'll say, it's just a shame that Amnon never got to know family like Lila did, and I wish I could have been there to adopt him. If Satiel had let me know that he didn't want him, I would have taken him into my home.
She's like 5 years older than me.
I know, she was only 11 years old. I would have made it work, she yells. We would have made it work together.
Is this like the first time anyone's agreed with her that adopting Amnon would have been a good idea?
I don't know if Pelagia's agreeing with her.
I mean, like, is this the first time where like anyone is listening to her at all and not just telling her to shut up immediately?
Pretty much.
She's just kind of spilling
Wait,
her guts and
adopt him.
repeating it to anyone who'll listen.
Adopt him now or adopt him then?
Adopt him then.
I mean, they're both
No,
bad
she's
ideas
told-
for different
she-
reasons.
She is totally on board with that. She would go as far as to talk about like, see, I did not see my sister much after going into training, and I wish I had. It would have been so much better growing up.
Yeah.
Sisters
Are
that I
these
don't know
lesbians
about?
approaching Bree?
They are. They're close dancing and getting real close to you.
Watch out, I'm gonna start grinding on you.
Oh my god.
They do start grinding on you.
Hold as still as possible. Their vision is based on movement.
The night travels on, and there's one final song that I have to play, and then it's time to go to bed.
Wait, did we hear like a crash and screaming?
Oh,
when
yes,
you opened
Huge
it?
explosion.
You hear a woof, and you hear screaming, and the fire department is called, and that's what ends the party.
But he's a
Hey, that's the
tiefling.
second thing I've managed to cut short by the use of arson.
I mean, yeah, he's a tiefling, so it only does have to.
Yeah, but his
It's
paper's
fine.
not made out of tiefling.
Shit. Lila goes crazy for this song.
Wait, is it this explosion has happened and she just doesn't care?
She cackles madly at the explosion and keeps dancing.
She's a teenager. Explosions and music.
My immediate thought is to just look over at Lennox and just do like a thumbs down, thumbs up shrug motion.
Lennox just raises his eyebrow and actually drinks his wine now. Then spits it out because it's nasty and goes gets another wine glass.
Dude, keep spitting in it.
He forgot.
Gross
Okay?
boy.
Zonk comes
It's
over.
mostly saliva at this point.
Zonk comes over to
Wow, this
Marigold
wine is awful. I should complain.
and tries again to pick up a girl. Hi.
Oh, by the way, Amnon.
What the hell?
Hi, Marigold.
So, would you care for dance lessons, or are you just not in the mood?
Then Amnon looks around. You wouldn't have to have seen Esme, would you?
No, unfortunately not. I think our friends and the wizard are busy at the ruins
He's not
still.
a wizard. He's specifically not a wizard.
The sorcerer.
He was
Marigold,
very
how
definite
dare
about
you.
that.
Amnon pulls out his rose again. It looks even worse.
Aw.
Amnon, you're not supposed to keep that in your jacket.
Here, hold on. I grab it and I cast mending on it, and it looks good again.
Save it for her.
And now my metaphor has been destroyed.
Magic ruining everything.
What? Wait, I was supposed to do that.
Storytelling, Bree.
It looks so. Oh. Well, if you
It
wanted to
says
do
I'm
your
not
own misery, then I guess you could just
extra
do that, Amnon. So it's trying to be nice to you. It's gotta be a broody little jerk.
Thank you,
Clearly,
Bree.
it's a
I
sign.
appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Here, have a wine. I give him a
I
wine.
like whisper to Marigold. If you just tell her things, she goes away quicker.
He's right there.
Zonk looks so dejected. Well, Zashir and Fritz are dancing together.
So,
Oh, never mind
do
on
you
the
wanna
dancing
dance, Marigold?
lessons.
I can
The
certainly
egos.
try.
The egos, I think, is taken up the dance at this point. But anyway, sorry, what did you just say?
I asked if you wanted to dance.
Oh, sure.
All right.
Just, you
One
know,
less chance
over
to crit
here.
fail.
Aw.
Almost.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
you
I
guys-
feel technically speaking.
You are both the worst dancers on the dance floor right now.
I'm so bad I made Marigold worse. She's trying to dance and I keep stepping on her feet and she keeps fucking up.
Zashir's manager eyes you both critically.
This is why Lennox does not dance. He knows better than to try.
Who?
It's alright.
Who's eyeing us? I don't see anyone.
It's quite
Step on
alright,
him.
Amnon.
I mean, I
Dance
understand.
moves.
I never get used enough to any single body to like get good at that stuff.
Dances can be difficult to come up with, especially on the fly, and that's a strange song to dance to. Oh god, my feet.
Oh god, can we please end
Sorry.
this party
It's quite alright.
before Bree
Don't
gets
worry.
drunk?
I was prepared for this possibility.
Bree, don't you have some sort of spell that makes you sober?
No.
This is a really weird song.
Yeah, sorry. Get out of here.
This is the spoken word portion performed by Styx.
Styx has his own
It's really
YouTube
deep, man.
channel.
Please like, comment, and subscribe our video. We put this on YouTube.
I don't think I can learn Lesser Restoration, actually. I think that's a cleric spell.
It's a cleric spell.
I think I
Well,
can
do
do
you
that.
have something for sobering up someone?
I'm not drunk yet.
How much do you weigh, Bree?
I
And
don't
how much
know,
have you
like,
had to drink?
like 120 pounds, maybe?
How many glasses of wine have you had?
Like 3, 4?
Yeah, that's enough. Why don't you just have some water?
Unfortunately, I know no magic that can sober you up, as it were.
Okay, Dad.
Mostly because I chose not to.
You get a glass of water. If possible.
Ramia looks panicked. Your mother, Ramia, looks panicked,
Good.
and announces to the guests, "We have an incident. Nobody is allowed to leave the premises. We must find the culprit."
Fuck.
Wouldn't they have seen the window that was open in that room?
Yeah.
Did you leave
And
the window?
also-
Did you leave the window open, Lennox?
Oh yeah, because he did too, didn't he?
He closed it behind him, but you opened it and left it open.
Well, no, he left it open. Left it open. That dastardly elf, wherever he went.
Find an intruder, eh? Says Emissary Isengard, and he starts looking around with his horrible eye stalks.
Oh no. I messaged Marigold, say, Marigold, don't look at you. Like, I'll be fine, but your illusion will absolutely break underneath that.
Actually, yeah, Marigold should be able to hide completely behind Amnon.
Yep, and then it's big. Anybody who wants to pair up with anybody for the night, grab a pog and go. It's time to move. So they show you to your rooms. Shay's like, do you want to walk back with me? I have to put Lila to bed. Lila grabs Shay's hand.
Mom! I don't want to go to bed yet.
It's only
That's
like
a-
11:30.
That sounds lovely.
Shay smiles at you and takes Lila to her room first and puts Lila to bed and kisses her head and tells her a little story. You get to sit back and listen
Mom!
as Shay like helps the teenager to bed. Lila's pretty petulant about it, but eventually does tuck in and go to sleep, scowling, which does not look happy about it. Just the biggest sulk. And Shay walks the corridors with you for a while and talks a little bit about how shitty this family is and how unhappy she is and how she wishes she had been born into another family and how much she resents nobility. Asks like, what was your life like in your youth?
Well, I served Aeon in her palatial suites on top of the table since I was very small. It is an interesting thing being the handmaiden of God. But she kind of trails off, like, and it looks sort of not quite sad, but sort of like a little melancholy about it. And kind of moves on to a funny story about one time when she tried to sneak food from the kitchens and will not say anything more about being a handmaiden of Aeon.
Shay smiles sadly at you and says, I've had to do a couple of shit jobs in my life. I work as a accountant, helping nobles avoid paying their just due to make ends meet. It's not something I'm proud of.
When she says the thing about the being a shit job, Plagia will tense up a lot, but kind of listen and recover after about 8 seconds. Somewhere between angry and stricken, like as if you were saying something incredibly but she like she gets over it on the out.
Shay doesn't have a lot of affection for religious people because they don't help the people they're supposed to, which is what she'll tell you. It's like the religious people in this town, they don't help the people they're supposed to, and I don't have a lot of respect for them, but I bet you're different.
I have noticed that actually when I set up the chapel and the wards, they were very confused to see a person of the cloth among them, which is rather different from what I am used to.
All they want to do is recruit people into their stupid cult. They don't care about people.
I have heard about something like that. Okay, when she says cult, I would actually sort of prompt her for a little bit more on that out of professional curiosity.
Well, you took care of them. You went to their island and you wiped them out. That was very heroic of you.
Okay, I thought that's what she was referring to.
Yeah.
She murdered every last one of them. It was very heroic.
Threw their bodies into the ocean.
She stops and hesitates at a door and looks up at you with like a half smile. Says, "This is my room."
Yeah, it seems as if you might be inviting me into it.
She laughs nervously. Says, "I'm not sure if I've drank enough for that, but why not?"
Did Pelagia steal a bottle of wine just for this occasion?
She tried very hard to find anything like harder to steal, but finding nothing, she definitely would.
If you asked, Elaine would hook you up with this flask of hard liquor. If you asked.
If you're going to have a party, you should begin it with a raid of some sort. You need to steal the wine before it is good.
It only tastes good when it's stolen.
Exactly.
She invites you into a room and like sits down on the bed, and is just like, I don't know what to talk about or what to do. I'm not really good at this. I've been, I mean, as a single mother, it's kind of hard to find companionship.
I never really had the chance to do that myself. I admit, living vicariously through you the last hour or so has been rewarding.
She's a good kid, and I'm glad that I found her on the streets. It was while I was looking for Amnon again. Her parents had been killed in when the dragon attacked, so she had nobody, just like Amnon. And she reminded me so much of him, and I still felt so guilty. I don't know why. This isn't a good conversation for whatever the hell this is. She puts her head in her hands and says, "I'm such a fuck up."
Oh, Pelagia will sit by her and just sort of draw one of her hands down between them and kind of just do the whole comforting, it's okay. But not make a big deal out of it, but sort of be gently encouraging right there. She'll probably get her to talk about Lila.
She talks about how Lila is doing okay in school, and she's very proud. But Lila hates school and wants to be an adventurer, which she doesn't approve of.
She is wise. You're wise not to.
She says the saddest thing is Lila was very young when she adopted her, like maybe 2 years old, and she thinks she's part of the family, so she thinks she'll get the blood curse that all Iraks have, but she won't.
Yeah.
And
when she hears,
Mm-hmm.
when she hears about like that, she kind of thinks her family. Pelagia is gonna list about that.
Pelagia's gonna what?
Pelagia's that's gonna make her wince a little bit.
Yeah. Shay sighs and rubs at her face and says, "I'm not sure if I can do this. I really appreciate you talking with me, but She smiles and says, "Actually, I had my ass on Marigold." But I was too nervous to talk to her.
Would I happen to have seen Marigold
See Marigold what?
with anybody, one person in particular?
She was hanging out with Estelle, but Estelle wandered off.
Do I know where she's staying for the night?
Yes, you know where Marigold's room is.
I will give her the general area and tell her that maybe she can catch her in the hallways. I'll be very nice about it.
Shay laughs nervously and says, "Oh, I'll just crash and burn." Marigold is way too high. Way too. I don't know. She's just. She didn't look interested.
Just like to say,
She's just so high above me.
If you never climb to the plateau, you'll never see heaven. But that's all right. And she'll sort of stay and talk like just friendly, like as long as until Shay seems like she's a little less nervous. And
yeah, eventually Shay, with you being like the best, like bolstering her up, Shay's like, all right, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Root for me.
Best wing woman.
Do you want any liquid courage before you go? They all have this, and she like literally produces this entire wine bottle from somewhere in this dress. And she kind of looks at it like,
in it.
it's not particularly.
The Warhammers fall out.
Yeah, the Warhammer is still. She somehow managed to hide a Warhammer in this thing. Just like, it's not very good, the alcohol on this side of the sea, but it works.
Shay smiles and
Reno Veritas
grabs the bottle from you and just downs it. Like, just takes a chug from the bottle. Doesn't drink the whole
I am
bottle.
deeply sad that she did not pick me, because I finally found someone to drink with.
Someone who can stand it.
She gives you a hug and says, if it doesn't work out with Marigold and I'll come back to you.
I give her a wink and kind of gently push her out the door. I head out, like, go on.
So, it's rooms time. Hey, it's another map that's familiar to everybody.
Oh no.
Hey, I
Oh
remember
no.
this.
Not again.
All right, who's gonna fall out a window?
It suited me.
The last time I was here, my romantic interest got shut off a cliff.
Oh, Jenner, by the way, I definitely went and found Aram.
You did what?
She definitely went and found Aram after this.
Oh yeah. Aram is.
As he pops up and vanishes.
Yeah, Aram pops up and vanishes. I have to pull everybody into the screen. Hold on.
This, by the way, Alice, this was the map we used after our Ryutama party scene.
Which was the greatest session of that campaign.
It was real
Yeah,
good.
I think, was that the scene where we started a war, or was that after?
That
I
was
think that came after. Very
Yeah.
quickly after.
Aram is hanging out.
That
Aram,
was the scene where I played an emo teen on the dating game, and it was the most fun I've ever had in my life.
And you found the love of your life.
Why does this
That
guy
too.
come with me? Who is this?
he's
Yeah.
getting deleted. I'm sorry, I pulled you guys off of the bar. The bar.
He was showing
yeah.
us to our rooms, obviously.
Yeah, he
Bria, I
showed
have
you
a
to.
question. Bria, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you only copy spells into your notebook?
If the wizard spells, yes. I mean, I can write other stuff in there. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I need you to copy this immediately, and then burn it.
Can we maybe wait till we're in a room before you give me something that you obviously don't have, right?
Yes.
So this is Bree's room over here. So Lennox and Bree can be in Bree's room copying stuff
Oh.
down. Amnon, you weren't assigned a room.
Oh, shocker, surprise. Guess I'll just lay down on the fucking
There's two
floor.
beds in here. Come on.
Thank you,
Oh,
Marigold.
Why shouldn't we be separated by gender?
Lennox doesn't share your room with you. He's just in there making you copy something.
Okay, hold on.
Also, if you know any other languages other than Common, now is the time to copy them into it.
Do I? I must. Yeah.
I assume
Elvis or Sylvan.
Sylvan probably seems like the safer choice.
Oh man, I wouldn't be in the room with you guys.
Yeah. Well, you find
Darn.
Aram. You find Aram,
Darn,
and
because
Aram.
I would have jumped in and say that I could write it in Celestial, or I could write it in Abyssal.
Sylvan's
cool.
Sylvan's not common. I will write it down in Sylvan. It'll be very accurate.
Infernal will
actually-
probably raise a few eyebrows.
Whatever language you think is least likely for Amnon's dad or that beholder to know?
I don't think that either would know Sylvan.
Yeah,
They're,
I
like,
know deep speech,
they know,
but
like,
I'm pretty
abyssal
sure.
and stuff.
I know deep speech, but I don't think that would pass the beholder.
All right. Anyway, I copy it. It takes me probably 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I burn the ledger.
Nice. The ledger is evidence that the Eric family is moving drugs. So yeah.
Oh, don't burn that. I thought you had me copy the genealogy thing.
Oh, I wanted you to copy everything.
I cannot copy a whole ledger, Linux. That is too much. That is so.
Not
boring.
even with magic?
Just no. Just put
that
it
a
in your,
cantrip?
just hide it somewhere.
Hiding is so old-fashioned. Copying is so... Oh, I know what I'll do. I probably have a notebook that I use for insurance purposes.
Yeah, just take the cover off it and put it on the thing.
No, they'll look through it, and then they'll know. 'Cause they'll know what
Why
they're
would they
looking
search
for.
your... What? Here, I got an idea. Leave it with me, and if they come to search my room, I'll make it invisible before they come in. And then
What if they come in with a beholder?
I'll put it under the bed also.
If they come with the beholder, we're already screwed.
I
Some
cannot
of us-
copy. Like, that is, probably, years of bookkeeping. That's crazy. And it wouldn't be evidence if I copied it. It would just be a thing I have written down.
So Aram greets you warmly, Pelagia, and says, "How'd I do?" He's sitting there. He's been talking to Styx since the music ended.
That was wonderful, actually. Have you all considered playing together more often?
Well, Styx is a gladiator, so he's got a fight. But yeah.
Does he have an axe? Does he have an axe?
Yes, he has an axe.
Good. She kind of rubs her hands together and be like, "Well, I was asking because in Jona we have a thing that they call a block party."
I would love to do a block party with you, says Styx with a grin.
She will totally give him a high five.
He's a skeleton.
She is, for the record, she is still slightly sloshed, and she totally gives him a high five.
He high fives you back and says, "So is this your girlfriend?" to Aram. Aram looks nervous and says, "She's a girl. She's a girl I like who is my friend." Oh, well, you should show her to.
How does he wink? No one knows.
Styx gives him a shove. "You should show her to her room then," and winks.
I'm trying to decide how drunk Pelagia would be.
Well, you've been chugging wine.
A lot of it.
So Aram nervously takes your hand and says, "Come on, I'll show you to your room." And looks back at Styx, and Styx just gives him 2 thumbs up, like, "Seal the deal, bro!" Aram's like, "Stop it."
How tall is he?
How tall
compared
is
to me?
Aram? Is just a horn, like a horn tip taller than you.
Okay, she's gonna do this whole like cuddling, do the best she can to cuddle beside him and be like,
Oh, even though he's like a beanpole compared to you.
"Yes, I've had a very, very long,
Well,
and it could be a little longer."
he smiles a little nervously and says, "I'll tuck you in or something."
Alright, Linux, I know.
She
I know
just
what you
kind of
did.
she will pause and say, "You two, I was joking with you about the tiefling egg thing, right? Just making sure that we're all on the same page."
Yes, I know you were joking. I learned all about this in Bard College. So he shows you to your room, and then he stands awkwardly outside the door.
How long does he wait there?
It's like very long. He gets increasingly awkward.
Okay, she's gonna pull out that bottle, the other bottle of wine that she stole, reach around the door and grab him and pull him into the room and close the door somewhat abruptly behind and just be like, "Come on, then."
He stumbles into the room and smiles at you and says, "You know, this might be the last time we see each other for a very long time.
Well, why would that be?
We'll have to go back to Bard College after this." You hear scraping at the door.
Oh boy.
Okay, Lennox. Okay.
Oh, I've
what,
got a couple of spells that might help, by the way.
Why don't
uh,
why don't I make you invisible again? You go hide it outside and then come back.
I've got protection from good and evil and darkness.
Do
So,
I
like,
hear? Oh, sorry.
just in theory, if you wanted to ask me, you could like hide the book in some shadows, and then magical darkness would help hide it more.
Not against animagic.
That's where protection from good and evil comes in. You just have to make sure to hide it in a corner where nobody sees it.
Just outside
Then
is better,
get
Lennox.
protected.
Pelagia,
So
you hear the scrape of fingernails on a guitar outside your door, and the stick starts playing music for you too from outside the door.
I will unscrew the wine or uncork the wine.
Oh yeah, unscrew. Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent line. Excellent.
I'll uncork the wine, pour some for him, and then she's gonna like reach into the bodice and pull out an actual flask because she has some class, but this doesn't mean she did bring some. And she will offer to do sort of like a little toast to his success at Bard College.
Is this the first time he's actually had alcohol?
No, he's had alcohol a couple of the times at Bard College, but he only like sips a little. He doesn't inhale. He's the I don't inhale of alcohol.
Listen, there are probably classes at bar cards where you have to drink to pass.
Fail. You got to take remedial classes on it.
He's going into 2L. Definitely gonna need a lot of alcohol.
Aram drinks with you and says, I wouldn't have even been in Bard College or been able to go to these parties or see these amazing places without your help. If you hadn't supported me. I mean, and we only met, the first time we met, you threatened my life.
The second time you met, you killed everyone around me.
And the second time we met, you killed everyone around me.
In some cultures, that's a marriage proposal. I also learned that in Bard College.
But I can't imagine my life without you.
Aww.
You're making him sound like codependent.
He is a little codependent.
No,
If you put it like that, this does not seem like a healthy relationship.
It's not.
You threatened me and murdered all my friends, and now I can't imagine life without you.
Oh my god.
Will you save me from
They
danger?
weren't friends, they were business partners.
Can you
It's an
imagine?
important distinction.
Could you imagine what would have happened to me if I'd gotten swallowed up into that cult, or eaten by monsters, or I mean, all the terrible things that would have happened to me if you hadn't come and fucked everything up.
Okay, when he says specifically eaten by monsters, she's going to kind of like again react just a sort of split second as like he has said something really, really terrible, but like recover pretty quickly and say something like something to the effect of, you know, everybody kind of deserves a second chance when you can give one. Something really like that sounds nice, but a little rehearsed just for a second because she's very freaked out.
Right. He tilts his head and looks at you like scrutinizingly, and says, and then rubs at the back of his head and says, "I'm not really good at this. Bards are supposed to be like these seductive, debonair kind of people who just have flings and whatever, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not cut out for this life."
I wouldn't
Maybe
say
Bard
that.
College was a mistake.
There's many kind of bards, guy. Come on.
Just like
I was literally about to say that. She shakes her head and says that there are more ways than one to in any profession. And besides, if you weren't really a bard, could you have turned an entire atmosphere around as quickly as that?
He chuckles and looks a little shy. He says, "Well, I had a lot of help, and you were there to support me."
Oh, because I definitely like waved at him.
He leans against you and like half closes his eyes. He says, "This music sucks."
The stick says, "Fuck you, buddy."
It is very technically good.
On a technical level.
On a
I'm
very
sure it's
technical
like-
level.
Retreat Sticks like suddenly stops, and then you hear him sobbing, and he slowly walks away.
No one wants.
I worked for weeks on that song.
It has been a long time since I was able to truly heckle a performer. I almost miss it. I'm reformed now, of course. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, reformed. You hear outside getting quieter.
Being a bard must be hard from Styx because he can't do any of the seduction part because he's a skeleton that is on fire.
And it isn't everybody yet. So the way they have a weird Twitter obsession with him.
Yes. All right.
Ironically enough, being reduced to a skeleton has made it impossible for him to bone.
Like he has that one already.
So Aram's like, is it okay if I stay here tonight? That's my best. Come on. He shrugs. Styx is like, you're screwing this.
Well, first off, we're going to have to work on your side. Secondly, that doesn't mean I'm going to say no.
he smiles and sips more from his drink.
I'm definitely letting him stay the night because he's going to Bard College, and I'm not going to see him for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. He's not gonna be drug into any more shenanigans for a while. He says spring break or winter break isn't for a couple months, so he won't see you for a couple months. He's gonna miss you.
Oh, I will legitimately miss him too, actually.
I'd like to imagine that over the time while he's at Bard College, he gets up to Animal House shenanigans with all the other bards.
He does.
I have to imagine Bard College is nothing but animal houses.
It's nothing but shenanigans.
And if he doesn't, she will write him very stern letters about how
There's like the one house that's
enjoying
not,
himself.
but they're the ostracized one.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
Classical
so
nerd,
meanwhile,
bard.
Bree is freaking out about this fucking ledger.
yeah.
Just hide it outside. Put it on the roof or something.
Good idea.
Here,
You
hold on.
levitate it?
Let me make you visible again. Well, bam.
I open the window and go out and put the ledger on the roof.
As you
underneath one of the eaves
open
outside.
the window, you bump into something.
Is it an elf?
It's not an elf. Do you you're gonna have to make a perception check.
Lennox?
Could
Good
have had
thing
me.
I'm
I'd have
good
think
at that.
no.
Oh, good. You spot him.
Is it that elf?
As soon as you spot him, they stab at you and leap into the room.
Hi, I'm Kidnapper, and I'm here to kill you.
Does
Well,
he
he's
have
invisible,
disadvantage because
so
I'm
it's at
invisible?
disadvantage.
Yeah, it's at disadvantage, so. Okay, he misses, but he leaps
Oh,
into the
boy.
room.
Do I have my stealth attack because I'm invisible?
You are invisible, and you can stealth
Well,
attack
he knows
him.
you're there, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, he knows
I
you're
feel
there.
like I feel like being invisible when he's basically swinging at nothing would make it pretty easy to attack with that way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lennox?
Oh, jeez.
These
Well, the
ninjas.
invisibility
Must have like,
drops.
no HP.
Oh, well, you just broke the invisibility, Lennox.
You swing
Well,
out.
do you also see the man who tried to stab me?
I see
Yes.
like 3 guys in the room behind.
Yeah, these ninjas appear. They rush towards you and grab you
Nah,
and start dragging you out.
Lennox!
Do we hear the yelling?
You do, and as you do, even Shay responds to yelling. And you know she's been pacing outside your door for these past couple hours.
What's going? Oh, hi. Excuse me for a moment.
Oh,
Alright,
of course.
I'm gonna try to, I feel like I had to try to resist at least because, like,
Mhm.
I would.
Mm-hmm.
Grapple check. Grapple check.
God, I have no strength at all. I have no athletics or I have acrobatics. Nothing better.
It'll be harder to grapple you if you're invisible.
I squirm a lot.
That's actually enough to break free. So you can.
You do
It's,
backflips in their
those are
arms.
contested checks, Jenner.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see then.
Can I assume their AC is higher than 12?
Their AC is higher than 12.
Damn.
Oh shit. Okay, fine. You are grabbed. They
Oh,
rolled
God.
really well.
So they just drag me out the window or what?
They just drag you out the window, yeah?
Alex!
I want to see Amnon hears this while he is going through the room and just shoving everything he can into his sack. Just like the shittiest hotel guest is just trying to steal everything he can get away with.
Towels, soap, shampoo, anything.
You hear a scream from Lila's room, and Shay's like, "No!" and starts rushing down that way.
Pelagia is
Oh
already in
fuck,
the
I'm going
hallway.
to Lila then.
Yeah, that's the teen girl scream.
Mhm.
That's the ear bleeding one.
Mhm.
Hey, come back here. You can't run away from me. I'm gonna stab the hell out of you.
Oh, sorry.
Pelagia is like in the hallway, half undressed, wielding a warhammer,
Which
with
half I
like
have to
Sacred
ask?
Flame in the other hand, just like ready to kick ass.
Wait, when you say
And
half
almost
undressed,
nothing.
half undressed, do you mean the fortress dress?
No, like half dressed.
Okay. I want to stab this man so bad.
Go ahead. No. He's a ninja. It's just one ninja. You know the law of ninja proportions. When it's just one ninja, they're impossible. When it's like 5 ninjas, you can get them.
Oh,
Shay just
why did I prepare Thunder Wave?
Shay just blasts the door down and rushes into the room, pulling out a hatchet.
You're dead.
As do I, with a bigger axe.
Lila's biting and kicking as these 2 kidnappers are grabbing her and pulling her towards the window.
Why are they kidnapping me?
You were supposed to
What do I need
say
to do to stop them?
attack them.
Alright.
That hits. 12 damage. Ouch.
Alright, which... I guess I'm attacking this one.
Hold on. I have to put in their hit points. I forgot to
Hold
do
on.
that. Whoops.
There, this one, the bottom one.
Okay. Well, I can't do his hit points for some reason. Wow.
Alright.
Anyway, he's
Quick
been hurt.
question.
Mhm.
Would I be able to leap out the window to get in between those 2 guys right there?
You could try. Yes. This,
Alright.
yeah,
So it is within
But
range.
first, I have a second
distance-wise.
attack.
you do have a
Ah,
second
yes.
attack. Ow!
Oh my
God.
god. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
16, so that's 28 total.
Alright, he's got 4 hit points left. He's bloodied.
God
Li-
damn it, if I was raging, he'd be dead. I'm so mad.
Shay
Maybe
comes.
Lila can bite him to death.
Yeah, Lila starts biting and kicking him, and then zaps him with a firebolt, and and Shay grabs her before she kills him and kills him instead because she doesn't want Lila to get blood on her hands.
Lila
Does she
would love
cover
it,
her
though.
eyes?
Does she what?
Does Shay cover Lila's eyes?
Yes.
So she doesn't have to see.
Yes. Shay pulls Lila behind her and glares at this kidnapper who's now between 2 angry demons. Tieflings. Aram, also half dressed, comes rushing in his boxers.
They
Alright.
have
The other
hearts on
question
them,
is, if I got like around right here, would I be close enough to the other kidnapper to just hit him if he tries to move?
Yes.
Just pull him back in.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? I'm gonna get in between these 2 guys so I can help either Lennox or Bree, but I am gonna focus on the one carrying Bree. So I'm going to attack that. I'm just gonna Did they close the window on the way out? Because if they did, I'm
They-
gonna open it again.
They have not. They haven't closed it yet.
Okay, so I just stabbed from the window.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Oh, that sucks.
Ah, you missed.
It's hard to stab people from a window. Who would have guessed?
Even adding a d6 to that wouldn't have been enough to hit him.
Yeah, how about a second attack? Does that at least proc?
Yeah, we'll see. Go ahead.
Okay, good.
It
Still
doesn't-
not great
oh
though.
no.
God.
What is
These-
happening?
The assassin's the kidnapper's hidden ability. You can only roll 12s.
Aram
Why did you give these kidnappers Ultra Instinct?
Aram pulls out a long sword and stabs at the ninja.
Where was
Yes,
he?
Aram!
Where was he thinking
Nice.
that?
His boxers.
Yeah, and his boxers.
Which are canonically like the adorable dragon threat.
Yes, they're adorable dragon boxers. Oh, he does 11 damage. Nice. He just max damage. He's like, fuck off. I was
my night!
This was my night.
Well, the
Would
good news
Valencia have been
is,
able to get down to the room where Lila and Shay are?
Yes, you can get down there, and you can even the door is blasted in, and Lila's cowering behind Shay, and Amnon and Shay are in the room.
I'm gonna go after that second one.
Okay.
And I think it's actually gonna be. She's gonna yell. Don't let her see this, and she's gonna try and inflict.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
boy.
oh my god.
The hits.
That hits.
I imagine it's
And
sort of like a taser, but worse.
do
It
you
looks
melt
good.
his face?
It's necrotic damage, so.
Ow.
my God.
Yep, that's half his hit points. Cover your eyes,
This
sweet.
man ages 16 years.
Cover your eyes, sweetheart, says Shay.
But mom.
Mom, this is badass.
By the way, if you do a whole weapon, if you do the sacred weapon thing, can it attack on the turn it's been summoned, or
Yes.
do you have like something?
No, it attacks on the turn it's summoned.
That's a bonus action, so I'm also getting that into play, and it is also going to attack.
Jumping out of hiding is Styx.
Sticks, come on and support us.
Styx comes out of hiding from where, and he swings his guitar and tries to hit the ninja with a guitar.
You mean his axe?
Yes. Aw, Styx misses. He tried.
Not as well, though.
Why did all the good kidnappers go to the top room?
Why did the people who rolled well on our side go to the bottom?
Up at the top, jumping down from the roof, come two kidnappers.
Ah!
This kidnapper looks to Marigold and points at her and witch bolts her. I believe that's a melee attack.
It's a spell attack.
Yeah.
Spell
Yeah.
attack.
Oh, that hits. And it's a D8, right?
D10
Okay.
plus 1d10 per level higher.
Oh
for the
fuck,
first
we were
hit.
talking about Kingdom Hearts and this is what we get.
Yep.
By the way, that spiritual weapon only did 3 to the other
It's-
one in
Okay.
Lila's room.
You take 13 damage, Marigold.
Oof.
Alright.
In this room, sitting by the window, or opening the window, are two Asimar.
Jeez.
Are they spellcasters? Because I hope they're spellcasters.
They're Asimar. They do what they want.
Should we roll initiative now?
Yeah, you can roll initiative now.
Oh god.
This
At
doesn't look
least
like
I
someone's
did
gonna get
well on
rocked up in the
initiative.
tower.
Ooh, 15. Nice.
Oh, come on! I'm supposed to go first so I can do things!
You already didn't because they had a sneak attack round it, so it didn't matter.
Where'd my pen go? Oh well, we'll grab another pen. Give me a second, I need to grab another pen.
I was doing so well this session being a sneaky rogue, and now I'm just dropping everything.
Whoever burned this place down, you hear from in the hallways, did an excellent job.
Who said that?
Clagia, standing next to you, is the lead kidnapper, and he grabs Lila and starts pulling her down the hall.
I think that should invoke some opportunity
Yeah,
attack
it provokes an attack of opportunity.
for both Lila and Pelagia.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now she's not leaving Lila's threat range, so
That misses.
All right.
Oh, hold on, this pen
Wait.
isn't working.
Okay, so I'm going before Amnon. So If you can get the Asimar, then I can handle.
So tactically, what you just said makes sense.
But
But
Amnon's going to go in frenzy.
Amnon is about
nice.
is having his family that actually cares about him taken away from him.
That's true.
He's going to be taking 3 opportunity attacks.
Nice.
Okay, going first is Marigold. You're first, Marigold. You've got a bunch of fucking ninjas and a bunch of fucking assholes.
I'm still trying to free Bree, so let's see if I can fucking hit an attack this time. There we go. First attack
Hits.
does 11 damage to this dude right here.
Mm-hmm. That hurts.
All right, and here's my second attack.
Ah,
22
hits.
and 16 damage.
Nice.
All right, so I've been witch bolted, and Marigold's not in a great mood, so she just turns to the guy she tried to stab and just gets him twice.
Yeah, just stabs him twice. He's dead. Well, no, he's not dead. He's got 7 hit points left.
Bite him, Bree.
I didn't really bring my attack spells today. I didn't think I'd need them. Pelagia's next, I think.
Yeah,
Unless
Pelagia's
ninjas
next.
go.
Go ahead,
the
Pelagia.
ninja, how do the ninjas roll?
How'd the ninjas roll? The ninjas go after Pelagia.
Okay.
Oh boy. Well, if they try to leave with Bree, that one's definitely dead, and then they'll be doing leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first before I do my actual one, I'm going to go ahead and the sacred. Oh, wrong one. Sacred weapon with
That was a D12.
Yeah, that's wrong one. Sacred weapon is going to go at the same kidnapper.
Okay.
Oh,
that-
nice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's the
Yeah,
hit roll.
that's the
Darn.
hit roll. Doesn't hit.
Darn, it's a magical type thing, but it still has to play by weapon rules.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm trying to figure out what she would do because she would definitely try to hit the kidnapper.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't limit anything.
They're all named Kidnapper.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, she would definitely want to go after the one taking Lila,
Yeah.
but I think she would probably be terrified of hitting her with the thing, so she's going to use with her Warhammer. So she's actually going to use Sacred Flame.
Okay. DC 15. Hold on. Ooh, he takes half damage, so he takes 2 damage.
Damn.
His outfit's great though. He's wearing one of those Fire Emblem outfits. He looks very fashionable. Looks like he came to this party prepared. Back up at the top is the ninjas. This ninja here starts pulling Bree away.
What about the other one?
The other
They
one
have to
also,
do that.
the other one also tries to pull Bree away, but he provokes an attack of opportunity for trying to walk away from you. Oh, you
Ah,
missed.
dang, 13 doesn't
Son of
get
a
hit.
bitch!
Damn, they're high AC.
So they start making off with Bree at half speed. Oh shit, they make it to the edge of the roof.
So Bree doesn't get to do anything to resist that?
I mean, she probably should on her turn.
On her turn, she can make another athletics check to try and get away from them. It's an opposed check. This ninja tries to attack Shay. Does not hit. Shay just glares at him.
As a tiefling, wouldn't Shay get Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
Yeah, she does, but it doesn't only work when they hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it only
Oh,
works
is
when
that how
they
that
hit.
works? I
Yeah.
thought it was just any
It's
attack.
a,
Well,
react-
darn.
it's a reaction to being hit. Otherwise, she would have done it.
Okay.
She grabs at Lila and tries to pull Lila back. Lila yelps in pain because she's being tugged between 2 people. And Shay grimaces. Going next is Amnon.
Hold on.
No, I'm next.
Oh,
I got
Bree.
14.
There's
Oh,
also a
great.
ninja above me.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
there's also that ninja.
oh this ninja. This ninja's going to try and attack Lennox. Sorry, it's mass combat. Nope. These ninjas suck too. See?
Wait.
It's a small comfort.
Uh, beginning. Oh, yep, I can make an attack of opportunity against him because he attacked someone else and
You're
he's
right.
within my
You
range.
had to use your reaction though.
Yeah, you
Oh,
only
that's
have
right.
you only have one reaction. You already used it to try and stop the kidnappers. So
Sorry, I've been reading the 13th Age manual and I've seen just ignore that type of thing so many times, and it's beautiful.
yeah, it's real good. Amnon, it's your turn, and then it's Aaron's
No,
turn
it's
again.
my turn.
Oh, Bree, it's your turn.
Okay, are these two kidnappers engaged with me or not? They just stand there.
They're just standing there right now. They look like they're about to move to the window and block the way so the ninjas can get away with you.
Okay, I'm looking at my options. I didn't really prepare many. I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 3rd level on the two ninjas by me. I
Okay.
can get them both at 3rd level. It's a Wisdom save.
Okay. What's the DC?
16.
Oh, good. Oh shit. Well, one passes. The other one fails. Which
Okay,
one?
so I
Which
got
one do you
one of
want?
them.
Which one do you want to be the one that's held?
This one.
Okay.
All right, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna well, actually, no, I can't. Is that? Let me see. It is shit. I can't cast something. Okay, so I'm gonna. I am going to just. I can't. I'm actions over. I can't move. That's it. I'm stuck. I got one of
Make
them.
the roll to get out.
I
try.
can't. That was my. Is that a
Wouldn't
move
that
or an
technically
action?
be a movement action?
Okay, I'll try to worm out my way out of the guy's grasp. With a dex save, I guess.
Mhm.
A dex check.
It's an athletics or acrobatics check.
My acrobatics is slightly better because it's dex.
Oh dear.
What the? Oh god, that was a 10.
Nope, you're
Yeah,
still
no.
caught.
Why am I on? There we go. Whatever. It doesn't matter. They both sucked.
You're still caught. Going next, I think next is Amnon.
No, next is Lennox, as we tied, and he has a higher
Oh,
initiative.
okay. Next is
than
Lennox.
us.
So if I move, can I move through ally spaces?
Yes.
Okay. Part of my move action will get around here. Bonus action, disengage. I'm
Mhm.
shooting the one. I'm shooting this guy.
Okay.
Fucking-
Misses. Wow. You guys.
Jesus, why is their AC so high?
Their AC is 16.
Jesus!
That's pretty high.
I know,
Yeah.
sorry. Alright, fine.
The only person
I'll
in our
change.
party with an AC that's higher is me. I think.
Just push the held guy off the roof.
I don't know he's held.
I'll lower
but-
their AC to 14 so you can actually hit them, because I don't want to make this too challenging. So go ahead and do your damage.
He is technically engaged with me. So
That's
Alright.
22 damage.
22 damage out of 32, so yeah. I think he has 12 hit points left. Yeah. 10 hit points left, sorry.
I don't know why they're kidnapping me.
You're supposed to continue to look like one of Amnon's relatives for the entirety of this thing.
I couldn't. It was too uncomfortable. I felt like I was appropriating their culture.
Alright, now going forward should be Amnon.
It's pretty fucking bold of you to plan this whole encounter and then to subvert it at the last second.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
All right.
I actually forgot about it completely.
Amnon is not having a great night right now.
Make someone else's night worse.
He is looking at what did you say these things were called?
Kidnapper. Asimars.
Looking at the Asimars, looking at this kidnapper, looking at Lila, looking at Shay, and he's getting angrier and angrier and angrier until he blacks out,
Oh no.
and he is now frenzied.
Oh
Start
no.
screaming.
So that's 3 attacks. So the way that works, I can do an attack, then make a move action, and then attack 2 other times, right?
Yep.
Yep.
How much health does this kidnapper have?
I believe he has 20 hit points left.
Can you say that again?
I believe he has 20 hit points left.
20.
Oh wow, they have like over 40.
No, they have 32 hit points.
Oh, I think I've done.
Yeah, he's been hit.
I did 8 plus 16 plus 3. I'm sorry, it would have been 3 plus my level, so that would have been 8. So 16 plus 16, it would have been 32.
Oh, so he's dead. Never mind.
Oh, just remember he died.
Yep.
He
So-
just blinks out of existence.
My God, I've been dead all along.
Alright,
Just
Anton is
drifts
going
off.
for roleplay over tactical decisions.
That's the good idea.
Running after this kidnapper.
hmm
I can handle the Asmar.
This very sexy kidnapper.
Well, how's
Not for long.
He's incredibly hot. He's just.
Is that Dante
Why
from
don't
Devil
he's-
May Cry?
It's Zex Marquis from Gundam Wing.
So basically Dante from Devil
Yes.
Wait, really? Fuck, how did I not recognize him? I love Gundam Wing.
May Cry.
What the hell? How did I not realize that was Zex?
You're frenzying. That's why.
Right. As part of the frenzy, Amnon, like, how do I describe this? Jams his arm into this wall and then propels himself forward instead of walking.
Mhm.
Just grabs the wall and throws himself forward.
Yes, and then goes for his first attack.
Hits. Ouch.
Goes for his second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Hits. Ouch.
Goes for his third attack.
28.
Holy
Hits.
shit.
Wow.
God, this
Damn.
one has been progressively more accurate.
28 plus 11. 39.
Okay, so you kill Zex. You
Just
just
come in and cut his
Jesus.
man's head off.
you just
Just-
destroy this pretty man.
Finally, now I can get away scot-free. Hey, what's that?
I like how you've been getting more accurate, but like less damaging.
There's less of him to hit.
The last time was pretty accurate, but he was already falling over.
Floggy,
From the blood
Amnon
loss.
wouldn't say this, but could you please cover Lila's eyes?
As soon as like he's
Or
within
don't.
striking distance, like Amnon's within striking distance, Pelagia is going to like thrust her hand over Lila's eyes because she knows what's about to happen.
Blood. Lila still gets blood all over her.
Oh no. In my effort to save her, I may have traumatized her. Oh, the irony.
But I bet
It's okay. I have thaumaturgy. She'll be clean.
She's gonna like, that was awesome! Do it again!
That's even more fucked up. I hate this.
You're so badass. Shay comes out into the hallway and pulls Lila into her arms. With their leader dead, the bad guys start to retreat.
No,
These,
we should have kept one of them alive. Oh
these-
well.
These two assholes jump off the roof.
Nope. One is paralyzed.
Oh, well,
All of them.
Well,
one
the
of
This
top
guy.
one.
This
The
No,
guy's
the
King
King
paralyzed.
Yeah.
got away.
the Kingdom Hearts wants to get away.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, give me another
Good, they can
wisdom
stay
save
away.
for this guy.
Organization 13 always leaves and things get hairy.
Yep.
So when do attacks or when do the
Nope.
reactions refresh on somebody's turn?
Yeah, on your
It's
turn.
on your turn.
All right. So if this guy runs away, I can't spike him.
Together, Styx and Aram kill this guy.
All right.
They just you hear musical sounds as he gets pummeled.
Yeah.
You hear a sick guitar riff, a scream, and then a loud crashing noise.
Just push him off the roof. He automatically fails Dex and strength saving
Yep,
throws.
yep. Just push him off the roof.
Wilhelm scream him! Wilhelm scream him!
Could I grapple him?
Yes.
Can
you
we
can.
He automatically
interrogate
fails
this man?
Dex.
Yeah,
He
you
automatically
can- yeah.
fails Dex and wisdom and strength saving throws.
What was that?
He automatically fails those saves. So yes.
Yeah, you automatically
Alright.
you automatically grapple him.
Oh,
So
good.
I'm gonna grab
That means
this
I can
one.
kill the other one.
This Asimar shouts, "Fuck you, Typhlings!" and flies off.
That's why rule Typhlings drool.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
man, I
one's
could shoot them with the wings.
Yeah. this one's like
Asmar snakes rule.
this This one's like, we'll be back. You haven't seen The Last of Us. Team Rocket's blasting off again. Off it goes.
Oh god.
This last ninja's easily killed by Lennox.
No, I gotta roll. I want to roll good this time.
Oh,
Okay.
you gotta roll another 12?
All right, time to crit this time.
Yes,
There
you
we
hit.
go.
Yes, good job.
You just angrily throw your bow down and pull out your sword.
I deal 24 damage.
He dead. I have to move
All
him.
right, well. It looks like most of your friends have departed or are dead, so why don't we take you where we can tie you up and then, I
Actually-
don't know, yell at you for hours on end?
No, here's something easier, Marigold. Hold him over the roof.
He's paralyzed. He can't talk.
No, you should just.
I'm not dropping the spell.
Alright.
Well, I'm just gonna... I'll tie him up then.
Oh no,
Give him
just
to the tieflings.
hold him over the edge of the roof by his feet until he talks.
I can do that with rope as well.
That's true.
Anyway,
Keeps a
Lennox,
good, safe distance, but gets the same point across.
I look inside. Is anyone coming now? Because they probably heard all this shit.
The only like some of the elven guards are coming, but they don't care about you tieflings.
I mean, non-tieflings.
Yeah. Well, they care about the guests, but I mean, they care. They pretend to care, but they start cleaning up the blood. Lila clings to both Shay and Amnon and cries.
Oh.
Amnon probably is not. Yeah.
Amnon is still in his rage form, but instead of freaking out, he very calmly pulls out a handkerchief and starts wiping the blood off of Lila
Just as Pelagia Thaumaturge uses it away.
very deliberately.
I don't think that would need to clean stuff.
No, it's just...
Can you please stop using magic to ruin my dramatic moments?
Actually, no, it can't. That's not a thing that it does. So
Yeah, it's just like distracting things like noise or making lights flicker, stuff like that.
And maybe during my intense showdown with my dad, you can give me bunny ears or something. It's good fucking spells.
Just give your dad bunny ears.
As he does that, she would probably ruffle her hair slightly as she passes and stands just slightly over here, so she's kind of out of your way, but also nearby.
Shay looks up at Amnon gratefully, and her eyes are like glowing as well, like Amnon's do when he's in a rage, and you can see that she went into the rage state too.
Aram is probably kind of stunned because he killed the man.
Yeah, Aram standing. Well, Aram stabbed him in. Styx actually finished him off.
No, 6 missed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Aram's standing there looking shocked, staring down at his hands.
He's standing there in his boxers, holding a sword covered in
Yeah.
blood.
Yep.
It was supposed to go differently this night. This night was supposed to be so much better.
This was not the kind of penetration I was expecting.
Pelagia's gonna try to take the sword from him and find him a place to sit down.
All right.
I'd like to apologize to my neighbors who may have just heard that.
Styx is gonna elbow Aram into the ribs and say, "You know, when I said hit it and quit it, I didn't mean quite like this."
He sits down on that bench and leans against you and puts his head in his hands as you take a sword from him.
Can we just leave? Do we have to stay here still?
Oh, I need to interrogate this man real quick. And
okay,
by
fine.
now I've removed his weapons and
I-
have dangled him off the roof.
I
Would you like
stopped
some poisons,
concentrating.
Marigold?
Oh no, I'm quite fine.
Okay.
Alright, he's not paralyzed anymore.
Shay.
Alright, so
Mhm.
I'm Marigold Glory, Gladiator. And I would like to say, not particularly fond of your type. There are violent types I can tolerate and pity. Accidentally killed a kobold the other week by knocking him off a much smaller ledge than this. But I'm afraid ambushes like this are quite vile. So
And
if you'd
so
like to not
unprofessional, too. You
die
could've done
here.
So much better.
If you'd like to not die, then I would introduce yourself. We'll start there.
I'm Dick Suction, bitch. he glares at you.
I take his own knife and start sawing through the rope ever so slightly.
So, Marigold, may I make a suggestion?
of
Oftentimes they
course.
have hollow teeth, holding poisons in case they're captured. I suggest pulling them out.
Oh yes. Oh, but which one should we start with?
Oh
And
my
she pulls
god,
a-
I don't want to. I go inside. I cannot watch this.
Sticks
Lennox, you're-
Sticks blocks your view, but watches with his arms like turns his back to you and blocks your view, but watches with his arms crossed across his chest.
Man,
Lennox,
made a
this seems to
killer
be
song.
your avenue.
I would start with the molars. Really get back there.
Should we both just make intimidation checks?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm not even the one pulling the teeth.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not very charismatic, so.
You're not very good, but the marigold scares him. He after a little bit of negotiating, he comes
Yeah.
clean that these Aasimar hate the Tieflings, and they're really butthurt that Tieflings got to become a noble family, and they wanted to kidnap some family members and hold them for ransom to get better political arrangements with them.
Wait. They wanted to kidnap family members, so they kidnapped someone who's not even a tiefling and someone who's adopted into the family.
Well, they were gonna grab other family members, but they grabbed those two first.
Ah, so they started with the worst options.
Bree was still dressed like a tiefling.
Yeah, Bree was still dressed like a tiefling. Bree was supposed
Is
to.
Bree still dressed like a tiefling now?
Yes.
After that?
Yes.
I'm still the same clothes. I dropped I changed my form because I couldn't keep doing it.
Jeff
Wait,
ruined
dress like a tiefling. So, as we've established, no.
it.
No, Bree would never wear nothing.
Oh no, Bree's a never nude.
No.
There are dozens of them.
So it's getting pretty late. I want to draw this to a conclusion because we're about 30 minutes over time. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have made the party as long as it was.
All right, to finish this up, Marigold's like, well, I'm sure you're happy to be away from your employers now. They sound quite incompetent. And she knocks him out.
Okay.
Oh, I thought she was gonna drop him.
Oh no, don't worry. He was helpful, so I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to hand him over to Tiefling authorities and make sure they know the full story.
Another suggestion I may make: leave him
Mhm.
hanging off the roof, tied to the corner.
The
sure, why not?
the old Batman.
Yeah, we Batman him. Let the authorities take care of it from there.
I leave a piece of paper that is like an adopt sign, except it just lists off what he did and what he told me.
Mhm. Sticks.
Hi, I'm so and so. I tried to kidnap tieflings.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what?
You're doing cat shaming on him.
Out of character, this is probably great for us because who's gonna get the blame for when the ledger goes missing?
Oh, yep. These stupid
Mhm.
fucking kidnappers. So Styx gently taps Bree's shoulder and says, "Are you okay?"
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I just didn't want to watch a man get tortured. That's it.
Oh, we didn't torture him that much, Bree. No scars, no broken bones.
That's fine, Mr. Skeleton. Yeah, you can. Thank you.
Styx smiles and nods at you and says, it was a joy fighting with you, Marigold," and he gives you a thumbs up. "I'll see you in the arena."
Lennox
Indeed.
fist bumps him.
The fire burns a little bit, but he fist bumps back. And he wanders off
Thank
to
you
his
for your
room.
help.
Oh, absolutely. It was a pleasure. I was just here to give them some mood music. Because, Aram can't score on his own. Aram's like,
Yeah. Bludgeon gives him a glare that would kill him. He's already a skeleton. And mouth something very, 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 very vulgar about his mother and Abyssal.
With that, you settle in for the night. Shay.
In different rooms, I hope.
Yeah.
Marigold, will you stay in here with me, please? And I get one out. Get one out. All the boys, get out.
I want to do one scene between now and the morning, but we can do it next session.
Okay.
And I will PM you, I guess, every day between now and then to make sure you don't forget.
Okay.
Put it in your notes.
Yeah, I'll put it in my notes. Lila is too shaken up to sleep alone. So Shay sleeps with her. Shay looks to you and says, well, so much for hooking up with Marigold.
Oh, is that to Amnon?
Amnon does not respond. This is not the time for jokes.
Hey, Amnon, when he's in this state, takes a little time to get out.
No, he's out by this point.
Yeah, they're both
I
out.
didn't notice.
She sighs and
Not that you can tell because he's just kind of staring.
Yeah.
she sighs and shakes.
This is the same as you come out, yeah.
Yeah, she sighs and shakes her head. Her hands are still balled into tight fists, and she says, "You're right. This is not a time for jokes. I'm gonna go be with my daughter."
Shit, I didn't mean for him to say that. I was just explaining his thought process. Like in real life, when people joke about terrible things, I don't laugh, and I just like stare at them.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not mad at you for making a joke. I just don't feel like laughing right now.
Mhm,
For some people, it's either they laugh or they start screaming.
mhm. Y'all settle in for the night. You wake up in the morning. They couldn't find the perpetrator,
No,
and
we don't.
oh yeah, that's right. You have a scene in the morning, so you all sleep for
It
the
ends
night.
now. It just stream over.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Stream over. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Pan up to the sky.
Yep.
Bye.
Sorry.
All right.
Hand up,
Good night.
Good
hand
night.
up
Good night.
past the guy hanging outside the window.
Good night.